Okay, it's now live, so that we can record our discussion. So what I wanted to do first was go over some of the equipment that you guys picked up, because the party is kind of separating to figure out exactly where stuff's going.
Okay.
In case you hadn't read all my flurry of emails, once you guys got back to the tavern, Hasheen, Mike's character, was later in the evening in a kind of a private room, was able to cast a detect magic, and there were a number of magic items that came out of the that showed as magical. First was the unrested sword that Hasheen has, and as we'll come back to that in a second. There's a mace that was found in that really weird chest that had like 3 separate lids on it.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was magical. And also in that room is a 1-foot diameter stone sphere that's also magical. And then in the first room where you guys met the guardian ghost kind of thing, there was a dagger with yellow jewels. And I think, Peter, you picked that one up?
That sounds familiar.
Okay. And then there was also a brooch that was found in the same room. All these things were detected as magical. So what I wanted to do was kind of get an idea of, because the party's splitting up, as to who's carrying them, or at least which party each piece is going to be in.
Well, I have listed on my character sheet for Bumbles +1 swamp spear. Is that the spear you were talking about, or is that a different spear?
That's the one from the second adventure you guys went to.
Right. Okay. So yeah. I don't have anything on here yet.
It's not a spear. It's a spear.
Right.
Oh, the 1-foot stone sphere. That's right. Okay.
A ball.
An orb.
An orb. Spear.
Yeah, a 1-foot stone spear really wouldn't be too useful. That's a kitchen knife. So who has the mace?
Well, we have a cleric, don't we? Isn't Siverton a cleric?
Yeah, maybe had the mace.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're limited on what weapons you can carry, you should definitely get first.
Well, he's already got one. He's already got a magical mace. So, yes.
I have a +1. Siverton has a +1 mace today.
Yes.
Do we have another cleric?
I don't think we have any other cleric in any of the characters that anybody's running.
Okay. Well, Bumbles is happy to carry a +1 mace if nobody else is, but I don't need it.
I mean, fighters can use maces too, so.
We don't know what it does, though, right? This mace.
Correct. Yeah, that's because the Hasheen is relatively low level in his magical ability. It's just a binary indicator. It's magic or not. It really doesn't. You really can't tell.
You're so kind. Really.
Can we find somebody in the town? Isn't there like a priest that's like trying to restore this local chapel?
See, now I thought I had a one-armed priest written down on my notes too, and apparently I got him confused with the bartender. But I've yet to see another one-armed man.
Right? Yeah, I vaguely remember something about a one-armed man, but there is no priest. Hold on a second. Let me check my notes just one more time. Make sure I'm not talking out of my head.
Well, I seem to remember, like, when we first showed up in this village, that there was a priest that was restoring a chapel that had sort of fallen into ruin in the town, and this priest kind of served as our point of contact when kind of guiding us towards this new temple that needed to be purified.
Right. Okay. Sorry. I guess I skipped that page when I was looking at it. So yeah, just to be confusing, the innkeeper's name is Ralmar, and the priest is Ral, R-H-A-L-L.
And I didn't kill my wife.
I was waiting for one.
The one-armed priest.
A fugitive reference.
Oh, okay. I thought one-armed priest was the new name of the automated gambling machines in the city. So yes, you can take it to him and have him look at it. And between Siverton, you guys can see that it's at least figure out it's at least a beneficial magic. You can't really maybe tell exactly what it is, but it's not cursed or anything like that.
Do we have to hit something with it to figure it out? I mean, how do we identify magic in your world?
I'd say you would need to use it in combat to be able to see if it's a if it's gives it better. I mean, you guys can like try fighting each other for a little bit and see if it works a little bit better than your normal one would do.
Like a sparring match kind of
exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
On the plus side, it's a Vorpal blade.
What was the one that Alan had? The staff of light healing that you had to hit somebody with and do a D6 damage.
No. That was just a staff of healing.
Right.
It was the vigor with which he applied it that did the D6 damage.
Oh, okay.
That was his crazy priest. Yeah, it did a D8 healing and a D6 damage.
Right.
It was a wild ride.
Yep. Okay, so yes, you're able to figure out. Yeah, you basically can figure out it's a beneficial combat mace. We'll say that for the moment.
Can he do the same thing for the sword?
Well, who Hasheen? If Hasheen tries it, nothing seems to be that will come. So in passing it around, certain characters.
Yeah, I figured out that the sword's lawful.
Yes, it seems attuned to lawful characters. Hasheen has been beating his head against trying to figure out how to use it, and he's not. So
I thought I was lawful for a little while.
Yeah, he convinced himself. Everyone thinks they're lawful.
Well, Bumble is lawful according to my character sheet. So,
right, but you've already got. Well, I mean, you guys can decide what to do, but you've already got a magical +1 spear.
Exactly. So I'm happy to leave this thing. Can we leave it in a locker somewhere until we figure it out? Or
and again, yeah, this sword is also some sort of beneficial combat amount. So you've got basically a magic mace, magical sword, the stone sphere, the dagger, and a brooch. Obviously, you're probably not going to try to do anything combative with the sphere or the brooch.
No, but I think do we have a wizard? We don't have a wizard, do we?
Yeah, Armando.
Well, he should mess around with the sphere. It'd be my guess.
Yeah, maybe we give the brooch to one of the thieves, like Robert or Fingers, and then the dagger and the sphere to the wizard. And then I think it's still a question mark about what we're doing with the mace.
Right.
The sword. Okay, so you're going to have weapons are attuned to alignment, so that they can only be used by people with that alignment. Effectively.
Right. The benefit will be only usable by those alignments in some cases. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I got a lawful thief, oddly enough, too. He must be
with the mob. He's with the mob.
That's right. They like organization and rules.
He's in government.
That's it. He's a civil servant.
So who's gonna use the sword? Because we have do we have lawful people here, or are they all gone?
Well, okay. So let me get back to that one. We've got Siverton, Crane, which are both Aaron's characters, and they both have. They're both lawful, but of course Siverton wouldn't use the sword. Crane's got a two-handed weapon, so it's got I'm sorry, I'm having some. Here, let me do this. I've got like two different email threads that I'm trying to look at, and neither one of them is being helpful.
Well, you have 100% efficiency.
So I'm going to put these into some of these party notes into a Google Doc that we can all look at and edit real time as kind of play moves forward, and then we can refer to some of these items, right? I think, Nils, I'm looking at an email dated from you on Saturday at 4:15. That seems to summarize the party treasure.
Yes, right. But right now I'm trying to get to the email where after we discussed who's going where and who's staying in this party and moving to another one.
So I do know that I think that the only people that are going in that have announced are Crane is going to accompany Sean onto this quest to the city on his summonings from the the Sealy Guard?
Right.
Sealy Order.
Ow!
Stop it, Peter.
I just like seeing all the dice. Sorry.
So Peter, which way? So I think because you said Bumbles was going to stay with the main party, right?
Yeah, Bumbles was going to stay with the cleaning crew,
and Fingers was going to go with the elf lackeys.
Well, he's a man who likes to broaden his horizons.
Right, and that way you've kind of got a thief in both parties. And then Dolan, what's his name? Dwarf was going to go with the elf party because they required mining experience, which then means that Armando is staying with you guys.
Excellent.
Okay, so we've got...
Who's playing the dwarf?
Brian.
Oh, okay.
Brian and Armando are Dolan and Armando are Brian's characters. So in this party we have Siverton, who already has a magical mace. Robert, who's can't use the sword. Charb, who can use the sword but doesn't get any benefit from it. Bumbles, who already has a spear, and Armando, who can't use a sword or mace.
So what are you telling us? Who can have it?
Right. So trying to help.
I mean, I think you're trying to lead us to some conclusion, but
well, no, I'm just trying to help outline who can use it and who can't, and help you guys decide who's going to take what.
Right. It might be better to just recap and say who can use it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably.
I heard a lot of knots.
Okay. So there's the rusted sword.
Or you have a rusted sword now?
No,
the non-rusted sword.
Unrustable sword.
Right. So, excluding Bumbles because he already has a spear, a magic spear. Crane and Dolan and Fingers are the ones that can use the spear. Or, I'm sorry, the sword.
Well, which one's the dwarf?
Dolan.
You said it was a dwarf sword, which, like, I gotta say, that ruined it for you right off the bat.
I didn't think about
that. It's so heavy; it reduced the number of Molières I could throw by like 3.
Right.
Maybe we should let the dwarf carry it.
Sounds good.
Okay. There's the mace that can be used by anybody.
I just got a text from Brian. He's running a little behind. He might join the hangout from his mobile. So we'll see.
Okay. So
let me, before we keep screwing around with this, give me a minute to kind of collect some of this information into a document that I can share with everybody real-time, Nils, and then we can move on to this discussion.
I got to figure out if I have an appropriate figure for level 3 Bumbles.
What is this rule set called again? Swords and Wizardry?
Yeah.
Well, I think, Peter, if he's only level 3, you're still... I mean, usually the typical multi-level character set came with 3 figures. So I think you're still good with the first one.
Okay. Not until I break 4th level do I have to figure out a new figure. All right. I have figures painted for Aaron's game, and we've never played that face to face.
That's okay. I have, for some reason, my brain keeps going to try and paint skirmish army figures to play Simba Room with, which I'm not even going to use figures for.
There you go.
So I'm like, these orcs would be good. Oh, this giant is nice. I like these undead. Never play that. So now who's painting while we play?
I am.
Yeah, I thought so.
How about you, Mike? Are you going to paint?
No, I'm cleaning off my desk, so I'm like looking at your figures right now. I have cars that I have to paint in time for Kubla Khan. Tom's making me look bad.
That happens.
He took a big bite out of this game, and he just won't stop.
How do you spell Sealy Court? Is it that right?
Selie.
Well, Aaron got me hooked on this whole idea of cleaning off my desk when I'm not using it. So, it's an astounding change in my lifestyle.
I've never seen your desk dirty when I've been there, Peter.
Well,
I mean, not the way mine gets.
Well, back in the day, then when it was in a corner, it was just piled high with shit. You can only see that. You can only work on anything on the first 3 inches in.
It's a different world for you, I imagine, Peter.
It really is.
So I just sent you all a link to the Google Doc that I started pulling.
There's my desk.
And can I get a? Let's see. We've got Robert. And we've got Siverton. You can't spell.
Charb.
Yes.
Crane and Charb. And Fingers. And
Oh my God, it's like there's a ghost in my machine.
Bumbles.
Bumbles.
Bumbles!
And
Bumbles, bounce!
what's Mike's second character? Charb and
Hashin.
Sheem.
Hashin. Hashin.
Gesundheit.
Gene. And then Dolan.
Tired of all those bless yous.
And
Armando.
So,
Really? We got a pretty big team here in the cleaning crew.
That's why we're splitting. Oh, yeah.
It was bigger?
Well, when it was all one crew.
Fumbles of
Oh, well,
Fighter,
Dolan's going on the Steely Court quest. I see. Yeah, you just have all the crew together right now.
Peter.
And just for the record, Fingers is spelled PH.
Upper way.
Just for the record, Fingers is spelled stinky.
No, I was cured of that.
Well, here's one thing.
Fingers, the many cursed, is now no longer cursed.
Yeah,
Always
he still has that media presence. And it never goes away.
It's like being sprayed by a skunk.
You know, in 20 years, they're still going to call you the thief formerly known as Stinky.
Where's the guy who stunk? Just shut up, man.
Okay.
Siverton's
And then what is everybody's level? Robert's a level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Siverton's a level 2.
Barb and Hashin are both 2.
Carbon Hishima L2. Who's L3 in this group? Peter's guys, right?
Yeah, how am I L3?
Because you're a thief, which has a lower, and then also because Bumbles has a more of an experience benefit. Bonus.
Well, he has a efficiency bonus.
Yeah, and actually Siverton's level 3 too.
Okay. And both Brian's characters are level 2.
Correct.
Siverton.
But our cleric's level 3, and that's important.
Yeah, I don't even know what spells Siverton has right now. Okay. So let's see. To the Sealy Court, we are sending Dolan, Crane, and Hashim, correct?
That's it.
The dwarf, the warrior with the two-handed sword, and then the elf from the Sealy Guard.
And Fingers.
Oh, and Fingers as well.
Yes. Well, it's kind of nice because that gives us basically 2 parties with all of us in it, so we can pick and choose what we want.
Amongst the adventures, yeah.
Yeah, or if Nils has got a certain thing he really wants to run, he can say, oh, no, we're going to do these guys this week because I got this plan.
Okay. This is very, what's the right word? Blackmore-y, right? Where you've got multiple characters going in different directions, participating in different adventures with different GMs. It's not quite got to that point yet, but that's...
Oh, I'm still mulling the idea of GMing a DCC adventure at some point.
Right. So, now, moving... I don't know if you guys can see.
Mm-hmm.
Can I share? Can I present? No.
I'm watching it change everything right here.
Yeah, you guys are looking at the Google Doc probably, right? Cool. So now onto the party treasure. We have the unrustable sword. Right? Unrustable. And we were thinking that either Sheem or Charb could use that. How's Charb fixed for weapons right now, Mike?
Charb's just straight up with his starting gear. The sword's not going to do him any good because he's neutral.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fingers is lawful.
How's Fingers set up for equipment right now, Peter?
He's got no magic items on him, but he can use a sword.
Okay. So Hashim or Fingers, where do we want to throw this sword?
Well, Hashim can't use it either.
Oh, I thought he was lawful.
Yeah, so did I.
I think so. We're left to
Dolan or Crane can also use it.
Yeah, Crane's not going to take it because he's got that huge two-handed sword. That thing chucks out like damage, like a D10 damage. So
right. So
and would the dwarf rather have a mace or a sword?
Let's give the dwarf the mace. That's more crushy and more dwarf-like.
I would usually say a mace is very dwarfy.
Okay, so Dolan's going to take the mace from that we found in the chest, and then the stone, and is definitely going to the wizard, to Armando.
If nothing else, because he's the one that has the extra encumbrance to carry a giant stone.
Right. Put that in your pack.
Right.
Was this the demon head carved gem? Did that give any magic?
So go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead, Neil.
No, it's your idea. You go ahead.
My assumption was that it was magic, so I didn't even bother to scan it. My second assumption was that it was cursed. So I'm kind of leaving it up to the priest to decide whether or not we take it, we kick it upstairs to somebody who knows what to do with it, or try and figure out something to do with it here. It didn't seem to be linked to any controlling things, like it could help us out in the tomb, but who am I to say? But I don't.
Yeah, it was on.
I want to hang on to it and hold it in my hand firmly and say fire and see what happens.
Face towards enemy.
Yeah. And the other clue being that he didn't give it a gold piece value. Big freaking gem, and it's got no value.
Hold on.
That's a GM clue, right? Yeah.
Metagaming.
I don't know. Let's give it to Armando. He's a wizard. He can deal with the curse.
Yeah, there you go.
Now I see that I have dagger with yellow stone listed on my sheet for Fingers, but that doesn't mean he has to keep it if someone else would like it.
Is that a alignment weapon, Nils?
Not that you've seen. It's just magical at this point.
Why don't we give it to Robert?
Excellent. Because I'm going to have the sword, so it doesn't make sense to.
And then I can test it in the combat, and we can try to figure out what it does, and maybe it'll be a helpful item at some point. The last item is the brooch, which we have as a magical. We have identified as magic, but not as being any alignment related. And
correct.
How about we give the brooch to Hashim because he hasn't taken anything yet?
Sounds fair to me.
Mike, you good with that?
Sure.
Mike, offset your cloak really nicely.
It's not orcish.
And then looks like there's a party treasury. A list of valuables and a total on those valuables. And is that for a party split? Is that what we're saying?
Well, it was basically that's what came out so far from out of both sessions.
622 loose GP.
Yes, that's all. It's all loose in some sort or another.
And then 9d10 GP for what we found in monster pouches, right?
Right.
Do you want to roll that now and we'll convert this to actual value?
Sure. Come on.
Hmm.
$53.
53. Okay, I'll be right back with you guys. I got to shove the cats into the cat carriers so they can go to the vet. I'll be right back.
That sounds frightening. How much damage does a sword do? It's like one of my character sheet. Is it a D8?
D8.
Excellent. And I'm just going to say hit roll D20 plus 0 because I have no idea. Or D20 plus question because I have no idea if it does anything. I have a bad feeling I'm going to have to try and find out. Oh, did we do we have listed the 27 silver cubes with runes on them that I'm carrying around?
That's from a previous adventure. So that's, this is just the stuff from this adventure so far.
All right. I want to make sure that I'm not holding out. You know what I mean?
Right.
That character died deep underground, and now he's dragon poop.
Maybe we need to talk to Brian, but looking at his character sheet for Dolan, it lists him as already having a +1 to his. Well, maybe that's because of his strength. Let's see here. Yeah, that's his strength. Never mind.
I like how we have our own table.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the cleaning crew. Get out of there. That's our table. Move it. Move it.
Somebody made a little table tent that says "Murder Hobos" on it.
When you walk in, everyone.
And we are lawful. We are not murder hobos.
When you walk in, everyone turns and shouts, "Purifiers!"
It's good to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to name one of our characters Norm.
Right. We can tell Brian that we've renamed Armando to be Norm.
Because everybody knows your name.
I'm going to step away for a second.
Okay. We'll look at his notes. That I have to see a picture of.
Oh, interesting. So I don't know if you've noticed, Peter, but there seems to be kind of like an attachment mode of the day now where they'll put a little pyramidal shaped pin and make a corresponding hole so that you get the arm in just the right position. Well, I'm going through some figures from, who is it? Claymore, Tom's friend in Scotland. And they've got two little pyramids, one big and one small, all cut into the shoulder socket.
Nice. Why didn't people do this all along?
Yeah, I don't know. Who's responsible for all this detail? Is this 3-up? Is this 3-up casting that makes these all so detailed nowadays?
I have no idea.
I mean, that's what the Perrys do.
I'm going to send out pictures of stuff I just sealed. And then I'll send out stuff at the end of the session, see what I got done and added.
All right, guys, I'm back with you. We were working on the treasure, right? And Nils, you had converted that to
Nils stepped away.
No, I'm back.
53 GP. 53.
I've already changed it. Can you guys hear me?
We hear you.
Yes.
I don't
Okay.
see your edit being present in.
Okay, I changed it to 675. And
Oh,
so
I see the edit. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
So what's the total here?
So the question is,
Putting
the question is basically, are you guys going to basically kind of just split this in half between the two parties, or since the one party is going back to the city, they could drop it off at the Adventurers Guild where they store stuff like this, which is part of the Adventurers Guild service.
Wouldn't
And
the Adventurers Guild service allow them to access the money wherever they are, sort of like a bank?
well, you have to have a branch of the Adventurers Guild to get to it, yes, but you're not going to be able
But
to
aren't
access
there
it out
many
here.
Adventurers Guilds everywhere? That's the point, right?
Well, yes, in other cities, but this is the main city that you've been to so far.
So
I hate to carry a lot of money on me.
my suggestion would just to be to do a party split and let the characters decide how they're going to deal with that money.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work for you guys?
sounds good to me.
Certainly.
It's a little easier than I was. Is that a 1053?
No, that's there we go.
Oh,
Supposed to be, yeah, not 10,000.
Well, I was getting excited there.
Yeah.
Let's see. 100,
That one pouch did look a little fat.
300, that's 500, that's 1,000, that's 1150, that's 1,200, that's 1,200 plus the 675.49 is 1975.49. Whoops. 6. Who's pink? What the hell is happening here? Yeah. 75.49 by 6. Oh no, how many are we?
8.
8?
I'm sorry, no, 9.
9. So that's 219.49 a piece and 88 coppers. So I'll capture that here. Whoops. Let's see. Whoops. It's 219. Oops, I was going to send Miller the thing note. Hey guys, so there's the treasure share split up. So what I'd suggest doing is just updating your character sheets with the items that you've that you've picked up from the magic item list, and then your share of the party treasure to your character sheets. And again, that's per party member, 219 GP, 49 silver pieces, and 88 copper is how I read it, Nils, on this calculation. Can I copy it?
Are you putting this in chat or somewhere else?
Putting it in a Google Doc, and I've linked the Google Doc into the Roll20.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
So you should be able to follow that and edit this Google Doc real time. And then maybe we can use this to sort of as a primary reference as we.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Right. So
And then we
way,
could take some party notes too, like the NPCs that we've dealt with and the, you know, the bad guys that we've run into, and everybody should be able to edit and modify it, but it would be like a master document almost for the party. What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm fine with me. I like that. I have to do that at work, so it works for me.
Mm.
Still trying to figure out Google Classrooms, but that's
Yeah.
So reading that, because the tenths would be silver and the 100ths would be copper, it's actually probably more, you'd round it up. It would just be 240 or what, 219 gold and 5 silver.
Thanks for the clarification. I always have a problem with the decimal points.
Yeah.
Nils, you're anonymous chipmunk. Peter, you're anonymous camel. And Mike must be anonymous anteater.
what? What?
What? That's the ID that Google Doc assigned you when you followed the link. You can see the different cursor positions on this about who's screwing with what.
So Mike is the anteater.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I thought it was humorous that Google gave you the animal names.
If you look in the top right corner, you can see the icons, and it looks more like
I must be the anteater because it's not up there.
Well, right, yeah, because I see the anteater. It looks more like a baby elephant to me.
Totally an anteater.
Table, insert table. Wait, why can't I convert this text to table? That's some bullshit.
I blame society.
I blame Google.
Isn't that society?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I got to keep an eye on my landlady. She's trying to lift something out of her car, and we have to leave.
Drop it in Word as straight text and then convert to table.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll just fiddle.
I don't know what you're working on.
Yeah, I'll just fiddle with it.
There's Brian.
Oh, he just hit the Hangout or the Roll20 session.
I'll be right back.
He needs the Hangout link.
Okay.
Hey, Brian.
Hey,
There, hey.
sorry.
No worries. We've been doing paperwork stuff, so it's not a problem. You haven't really missed anything.
Mike, I got a couple lira. Will that do? I'll give you a
couple?
thousand lira. That'll buy you a couple crackers.
It's great to see you, man.
Yeah, sorry. Man. All right.
No problem.
I see you too.
Yeah. Hey.
So there's a Google Doc link in the Roll20 chat,
Oh, I saw it.
and we're trying to sort of tracked the party split for the cleaning crew and the Sealy Court side quest, and then did some of the treasury assignments and a party split on the monetary treasure.
All right.
So for Dolan, we gave you the mace we found in the weird chest.
Ooh, excellent. That should
And
be
then
fun.
for Armando, we gave him the stone sphere because it seemed magical and wizardly. We also gave him the demon head carved as a gem, which we're pretty sure it's cursed.
Excellent.
We thought you'd be able to manage the curse, being a magic wizard and all. And yes, and we also that was how it worked. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And then what you should do is update your character sheet with those items.
All right.
You'll want to clear them from the party treasury.
All right.
You've been doled out.
So can we cut it out or just copy it out? Or just...
I mean, as you like, whatever you want to do to edit it into your character sheet.
Actually, I think I've already added the mace to Dolan.
All right, then I'll go switch to the other one.
We have an efficient GM.
We do.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, the damage is the same between the. I just had to change the name.
Yeah, I think you had regular axe before, so.
Yeah, for the weapons and for the magic stuff, we won't really know what they do until they get triggered in some way, like a magical weapon in combat. So
yeah,
unless anybody does have identifier magic.
Gear, equipment. Dun, 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 dun. Damn, this guy has a lot of stuff. I forgot. He had tons of money.
Did he buy a pack horse?
Oh, this is the guy who started with a mule.
Don't need it.
And
so,
go ahead.
I was wrong. The mace's damage is D6 instead of D8 for the battle axe. So, I just modified it. But just let you know.
All right. So you've modified that. Do I need to do something or?
Battle axe is two-handed, isn't it?
I think in this, I think it's 1, isn't it?
Axe battle. Yes, it is two-handed, but that's true.
Columns. That's what I want. 2 columns.
Okay, I've added the demon-headed carved gem and the 1-foot diameter stone. You're giving the wizard a 1-foot stone to carry around. That's awesome. I love it. Maybe
you just put that in your sack. Yeah, you figured you had the encumbrance to handle it.
Or you can put it in the sack and just use it as a giant mashing ball and just kind of swing it over your head.
What fear? Oh my gosh! How much
Spear in a sock.
Array? Oh my god! It's a total sock weapon, man. All right, so Dolan, let me go take a look, and he's gonna do. Shoot! Why can I not do this?
Oh, and by the way, we're recording, Brian.
Yeah, I saw that. It was cool. Oh, you took out his axe. Okay, so
you can probably put that in his inventory.
Yeah, I think I'll drop it in inventory. I thought it was battle axe.
Yeah. And Mike was right. You really shouldn't have been using it because it requires 2 hands and you have a shield. But oh well, he's a dwarf. He's special.
He's a dwarf. A dwarf with 16 strength. He can wield it one-handed.
Right.
It's a buckler with a wrist strap.
Yeah, exactly.
Either that or a battle axe to a dwarf is just a normal axe to everybody else.
There you go.
I mean, yeah, because the dwarves probably have about 15 different words for axe.
Yes.
The axe for using around the house. They have the axe they use while they're listening to music. The axe they use on the person.
All right, so I got those taken care of. So those are out. You guys can drop those out of the chat party inventory if you want to.
You have a
why don't you clean it up if you don't mind?
Okay, I'll clean. All right, I'll do that.
+1 battle axe apostle Q alignment.
Here, okay, I got those. What are we doing with the other miscellaneous stuff? Are we selling that or just
the treasure?
Yeah.
That netted a party split for 219 gold. and 5 silver pieces.
So 219. Oh shoot! I should have wrote that down.
Yeah, 219 gold and 5 silver for each party member.
Now I'm looking for a piece of paper so I can write it down, and then I can transfer it over. 219, and what's the silver?
5.
Ooh, 5 silver pieces. Hey, it's
You
good
could
for
always
a
just use
stack
the.
of ale.
You could always just use the Google Doc to take notes on.
Oh, that's true, but I thought you were going to clean it up, so.
Yeah.
So, wow. Dolan's got some money now. So, 419 gold. 419. Silver, is it 10 to 1 in this, or is it 10 to 1? So, 5 silver is going to be what, point?
It's half a gold. Half a gold. Oh, hey, Brian's a hedgehog.
My hedgehog?
Yeah.
I wanted to be
All
there.
the anonymous users in the Google Doc, if you're not signed into your Google account, will just give you an anonymous tag, and they give you animal tags.
I should be signed. I'm signed in.
I don't know why it's showing as anonymous.
I don't know either. It's showing me signed in, so. Here, let me just add.
I'm signed in too, oddly enough.
I don't believe it. You guys are lying.
I'm signed in too, but my Google handle is anonymous anteater.
You're changing it now on principle.
Nice.
Fumbles the fighter. L3.
Okay, I go. All right, Gold's taken care of. That's right. Armando's wearing that cloak of Fiona's from earlier. No, and a wolf cloak. Wow, he's got 2 cloaks. Well, he's kind of a weird dude. Maroon robes, a wolf cloak, and a normal
His
cloak.
mom dresses him for school.
Apparently so. His friends give him a 1-inch sphere to carry around to work up his muscles.
Can you even lift, bro?
Well, he's got a 9 strength. He's not a total wuss.
Well, at least he's warm.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it's probably summer. Walking around in a wolfskin cloak. You definitely did everyone's homework in school. An 18 intelligence.
Right. So I know Aaron's still doing some paperwork on the document.
It's fine. I'm just fiddling. Right. We can start when you guys.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Was there anything else paperwork-wise that people wanted to do before we kind of go into a review of what happened last time?
I
don't think so.
Okay.
I'm good.
What Brian? Brian?
I'm trying to figure out what Armando actually has from weaponry. I think he's going to need to pick up another two or three daggers because he has no missile weapons. Wizards can't have anything other than daggers and darts, right?
Pretty much.
I think that's true, though. We could check the rules. We're using Swords and Wizardry Core.
Yeah, I've got the book. I just don't have it right in front of me.
Hang on.
Second.
Thanks, Mike.
Dagger, staff, and darts.
Dagger, staff, darts. Okay, so I think he's going to pick up another 4 daggers total, just so he has something to throw.
He has a bandolier of daggers.
He's got to have something, man. Can't use a bow or a crossbow.
Gandalf got to use a sword.
He's freaking Gandalf.
And Gandalf's a freaking angel from creation.
That's exactly why no one else gets it. He said, "No one else. Screw y'all."
Because he rolled a 99.
So, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brian.
No, go ahead. I was just going to make a wise ass statement. So go ahead.
All right. So to review, you guys had gone in your second trip in. You went into the lower crypt area. You met the temple guardian, ghost guy, and he seemed to approve of you being there to try to help remove the stain that was on the temple. You continued on forward, and there were lots of rooms that you went through. There was crypts, a couple of really scary rooms that were completely like had crypts of skeletons or skeletons standing armed, but they didn't activate. You found one room that had a strange chest that had 3 different lids, and remembering some warnings you got before, you only opened one lid and you got gem and a mace, some gold, and the spear. There were a couple of rooms that were kind of blasted and burned and charred. You moved on further down, and more unusual rooms. There was a room with more spheres just kind of sitting on the floor. 4 spheres. You didn't really do much there. There was a room where there was a bird mural with a word Elbos written on it, but nobody really understood what that was. You encountered some more of the degenerate humans, and then went into a really twisty, windy area, came upon what looked to be some sort of fountain with a bunch of broken glass around it that you guys collected some water from.
Oh, that's right. We did that, didn't we?
Right. I think you had some water skins and some containers and things. You got a couple of, a couple of water skins full.
Some Tupperware.
I'm sorry?
Some Tupperware.
Yes, Tupperware. Yeah, some reusable metal drink containers. And then you had a big battle. You found a room where there was a statue blocking an entranceway into a hallway. And as you went in, the statue turned into a demon or some really bloated, fat, disgusting thing. You noticed that your weapons weren't really doing as much damage as you would expected it to. But you fought him. A couple of other monsters came from another direction at that point, and kind of like as you guys were fighting, and more came in from another direction. You had a big melee, but you took care of them. And as you went into the final room, you found the hostages that were chained up against the wall. You decided at that point, you guys, a lot of you were pretty beaten up, and so you decided to take the hostages out and rescue them, and then go back to the village and rest. Go back to the village and rest, which you did. The hostages were pretty emaciated and half out of it when you picked them up. But once they got back and had Siverton and Rawl, the local priest, do some healing and some spells and some blessing and things, and got some food into them, they were doing much better. In talking with them, they said that they had been kidnapped while they're out tending their fields in the area, and they were knocked unconscious and brought into the crypt area. When they first came to, they were being presented to this giant demon-like thing. It was very tall and skinny humanoid, but its body was kind of made from swirling ash, and there was a cloud of ash around it, and there were some other things, entities around it, but they were too groggy to remember who they were or what they looked like. They passed out again, and when they came to again, they were chained up into this room, and they never left the room since. So they can't really give you any indication as to where this demon-like thing was in relation to the room. Since they were there, they had both the humanoid, almost human, degenerate human-like people coming to them. Some of which actually looked kind of like some of the neighbors that had been kidnapped or that had been disappeared earlier. The neighbors kind of disappeared. People assumed that they had left town because they were, the pickings were not that great and the crops were failing. But it seemed like they may have ended up here. And then there were also a different set of humanoids. These were definitely not human. They were very bent over, long fur, big teeth, big claws, and these people, quote people, were coming in, giving them, force feeding them food and doing magical rituals over them. The food was horrible. It was like disgusting. It made them gag, and they had to be force fed it, and it was very questionable as to its ingredients. They had really no sense of time of how long they've been there, but According to the people back at the village, they'd been gone about 2 weeks. And so that's their story that they can come up with. I mean, that's what they've said so far. Is there anything more specific that you want to ask them before you leave the village?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing.
Okay.
I can't think of
So
I
you
have a
travel
question.
back.
I have a question about the
Yeah.
big demon thing.
Mhm.
Did
Yeah.
did we actually encounter that, or was that just
No.
something that?
That's something that they said. They talked about.
Yeah, we haven't actually seen it or fought it, right?
Correct. And you've fought the fat bloated guys, which were more than just the
They're certainly
Molemen.
demonic servants.
Right. Yeah, but they're not. They don't seem to be the big guy that they're talking about. And from the information that you've gleaned so far from Peter's from the murals you've seen and Peter's fingers image or vision he had when he picked up the glass in the temple room, that's you get the idea that's the big bad guy, and he was the demon was originally burned, and then the ash was put into a jar, and then something triggered the jar to explode, and the ash has gotten back out again, and so you're guessing that's the key, that's the ash. The ash is a common theme through all this. That's the guy's being made of ash and all that kind of stuff.
So I'm looking over my notes, and for some reason, I remember writing down that my assumption was that it looked like the demon had possessed one of the priests somehow.
Yeah, somewhere along the line there was that. I can't remember what format it took, but that you got that idea. Yeah, that the demon was in the jar when the priest touched the jar. That allowed the priest allowed the demon a connection to break the jar. It possessed the priest, and then that priest demon construct took over like went on a killing spree and took over the temple and has been doing bad things ever since. So we'll bring you over to the main map. And
I hear ominous music.
yes, so I'm going to try to use some sound effects through this. So this music is going to play for about 10 minutes, and then it'll stop. But if you could adjust your volume so it is a comfortable level, then that would be helpful for later. So if you're not...
control the horizontal. We control the vertical.
There you go.
Nice.
Bumbles, did you roll for your new level of your new hit die level?
Oh yeah, and maybe Siverton
Who?
too. Does he need a new hit die?
Fingers hasn't either.
Siverton was already 3rd level.
Oh,
Yeah. Bumble's got 3rd level, and so he'll need to roll a hit die before he goes in, just to...
I see a 6.
What is it?
I see a 6. He just rolled a 6. All right.
What am I rolling? A D10?
Yeah, even better. There you go. Roll D10.
100.
He's a
Ooh.
fighter.
Oh, is he a fighter?
Hold on, let me check.
Bumbles is a fighter. What's the?
Checking. D8.
Oh, I like the 10 better.
I'm sure you do.
Oh,
Ooh,
especially
I like that 5
I think
better.
it's a reroll.
yeah,
like the
I
five
like the
better.
5 a lot better. Oh well.
Does he have any
Okay.
kind of constitution bonus?
I gotta check that. Where's my character sheet?
Yeah, +1 hit die. So you get a 2.
Woo! Living large.
Does that ingest his 2 hits and stuff like that? The level conversion.
Yes, but that's on the chart that we have, so that it'll...
Yeah, I think does
It automatically.
he move up at level 3? I think he does. In a new
Oh, I see
column.
what you're saying. Actually, I've got that right here.
Where the hell is hit points?
It's in the top, right below your biographical info. Top left.
Big red letters say health and XP.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, actually, I just changed it. Peter,
What?
I already changed it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Sorry.
Just add another 2 to that, Peter. Whatever you put in there, just
So
put
it's a
2 more.
19?
So it's at 19. Then 19.
No,
No, 21. 21.
19.
I'm sorry. I thought you were keeping a separate sheet, paper sheet that you were talking about updating. I'll let you work on your
Oh,
own
no,
stuff.
not for this game. You have my paper sheet. So.
Okay. That's right. So yeah, the fighters at 3rd level and the cleric, Siverton at 3rd level, will be at a 1 point easier, better to hit. So
And that's already noted in our sheets because you're efficient.
yes, or controlling, however you want to put it.
I'm for the latter. See my
Well,
dice.
yeah, well, who came up with the Google Doc to like make an official table and everything?
I know. Well, I was just getting confused. That's my OCD.
Okay,
I shared it with everybody.
that's true.
Which I appreciate.
Yes. Okay, so you should now see be at the main entrance.
Yes.
If you can arrange, so the people who were clustered on their entrance are the 5 that are going in. The 4 that are further down to the south are the 4 that are going off on the side quest. So if you can arrange your 5 characters in a marching order, vaguely in the direction of the, and it looks like past the entrance, most everything is going to be 2 characters wide. So you can
2 by 2 marching order.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So
Here's Siverton.
Armando should not be first. That's about it.
Yeah.
So where do you want us to put the traveling characters? Just anywhere?
just leave them there on the outside, just outside the entrance.
Green.
Oh, Bumbles is.
If we don't come back in 30 minutes,
We ain't coming back.
you can keep the mule.
Oh yeah, and I think we're using I know that Robert and Hashim last time were kind of leading the marching order for their dark vision.
What's that? Oh,
Yeah, and the wizard's the one who's got the hooded or the bullseye lantern, so we can hood it if we need to. So we can light that before we go in.
See, who's in this party anyway? Robert, Siverton. I've got mine too by the entrance. Char, Bumbles, and Armando.
Yeah. So where do you want
to join the marching order?
Where do you want Armando? Should be back here.
Nils, I think you have it set so that we only can control our own tokens. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Is that going to be okay? You want me to change it?
I don't care if other people mess with mine. It's easy.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
care either.
Okay, I will update that.
So who are we putting in front?
Robert will go first because he can use his dark vision, unless there are other humanoids with dark vision. I don't think we do. Not in this party.
Not in this
No.
party.
Bumbles would be right behind you then to back you up.
Here's an elf.
that's weird. I just lost the map. My video card just crashed for a second. So it has caused me to lose the map somehow. So I'm going to go out and come back in.
Yeah, I'll leave the roll 20 and rejoin it. Might restore itself.
Mhm.
Who are these 2 warriors up here inside the dungeon?
Well, that's Bumbles. Bumbles this is Bumbles here.
Cool.
Where do you want
Oh
it?
yeah, because we can't
We need
see.
Bumbles and Char, but that must be who those 2 are, right? Why don't we put Bumbles and Char in the second rank? Unless we want somebody to be a rear guard to protect Armando.
If you don't, then the first clue that someone's rolled us up is you'll hear the ah.
Ow!
Yeah.
How many hit
Quit
points?
it. Ow, quit it.
Armando screams in C.
We'll do it like this, Brian. If you want to slide back 1, then we can drop in Char.
Where do you want me? In that
If you
space?
go, to the 3rd rank.
Actually, I think we now have
Yep.
access to all the tokens, so there we go.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I think there's one more than Armando I haven't done.
Somebody's coughing pretty good.
Yeah, Grace is getting over the flu.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we're either gonna have the dog barking or the kid coughing.
Never a dull moment.
Okay, we're set up for rough marching order here, Nils.
Okay. And I think I've got everybody. The tokens of controllable by everybody.
Cool.
So you walk back into the entrance, and no, it's looks like it was before. There was no. Yeah, thank you. See if I'm correct. If I'm playing with my. Is that pinging people to the site?
I think it's shift click will recenter folks. I'm looking at the.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So nothing looks much different than before. Are you wanting to just continue on to the point where you left off, or are you wanting to do anything in the rooms you've already been through?
No, I think we want to avoid animating those skeletons, and I don't want to mess with the Guardian because he might change his mind and want to hurt us.
Right.
Spheres are fascinating.
Okay.
Yeah, wasn't there a room with like
4 of them?
Yeah, the sphere
those
room
are
is
here,
further
right?
Yep.
Kind of north of the passageway.
Yeah, they were a little south of there. Yeah, that's right.
Are those similar to the stone spheres that
They're about the same
Armando's
size.
carrying around?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
ones
about-
the wizard's carrying. Back.
They're about the same size. All right. Where did?
Some of them were different colors, though, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
Mhm.
I wonder if those are the ones that are actually charged.
Why don't we touch our current
Did
stone
we
sphere?
determine if they have 3 holes in them or not?
I asked. They said no.
Okay.
Not
I
that
was
you
hoping.
saw.
If we
Okay,
run into a ball hog, we can go one-on-one.
It could be for really big bocce games.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Right. So this room, the ceiling of this room is painted with a yellow sun, and there's 4 stone spheres on the floor. All the 4 spheres, they're all blue, in spite of the icon color.
And that's here.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. We just need to find the bocce ball court.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we should go back up north to that curved.
Well, maybe we want to take some of these spheres with us before we leave. Like maybe every party member carries one that doesn't already have a sphere. Right.
Ask the ethereal guardian what they do.
That's
You're going to go back down and talk to the Guardian?
Are we that far away? That it's out of our way?
We're not that far away. We're a few rooms away from the Guardian. I think
Yeah.
the Guardian was sort of in this area.
Yes.
In the first room. So are you taking the spheres with you as you do, or are you just going to go back talk to them?
Let's go talk to him first because they may be holding the universe in place.
Well, I've already got one I'm carrying, so we can show him that one.
Yours
Right.
is an exhausted one, though, right?
Well, we think it
Potentially
is.
exhausted, yeah.
Okay, so you go back to the Guardian. He manifests and says, "You have done good work, but your tasks are incomplete."
Understood. We have some questions.
And
We have found some blue spheres all lined up in a room painted like the sun. They look a lot like this one here, but they're painted blue. What are they for? Should we leave them alone? Are they part of the temple?
he says, "Oh, you found our capstone. I'm so glad. That was lost for many thousand years. That must be replaced as part of your tasks. But the spheres you spoke of are just part of our religious decorations and hold no significance."
So we can leave them alone.
Leave them alone, it is.
But this
But
big
we
one you're carrying around's got a purpose. That's good to know. Thanks a lot.
Well, I think we saw someplace that had a recess for it.
The capstone.
I thought so. What did we see? What's in here?
Wasn't that a well?
Yes, that's where we got the holy water. That's right.
Right. Yeah, you
Okay.
remember. You remember. There's
There was
in the
something.
temple. Yeah, in the temple above ground, there was something like that. That could hold something like this.
So we need to go over there and drop this then.
After we
That's
cleanse
right.
the plate.
That right here.
Or maybe we go this way and then run. We could even do it right now, right? We could just run outside the hill, run up to the top of the hill, and then run into the temple. You probably
That's
can't
this
see
one
my
right here, right?
ruler.
Yeah, I can't see everything there. We zoomed in a little too tight.
Oh wait, I could draw
Yeah.
them. We're
There you are. I see you.
This was in a this was a secret compartment behind the main temple area where the broken glass was. Let's see, I might have a handout, but
Okay.
We have temple, prisoners, mole man, cannabis, and mysterious note.
Yeah, there's a
Cannabis?
Peter's
Is
playing a
that what
different game.
I think so.
Cannibals. Peter's playing a
cannibals,
game
yeah.
without his glasses.
Okay, and the temple handout shows the altar with the depression in it. I kind of think
that's where the jar went, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
the glass. I think there was a glass jar that was round
Yeah.
bottomed.
yeah. So there actually there was not a picture of that, but
the place I'm thinking of is further back, right here.
right.
Ping it again, Mike.
Yes. So that little kind of semicircular room behind the main temple is where you saw the thing the pedestal that this might fit into.
And Nils has drawn a purple rectangle around it.
So I say that's the rectangle, right?
Yes, for some reason I can't remember why it was put. Before we figured out how to ping things, that's how I was indicating things.
Oh, okay.
It's the
Well, it seems important.
yeah, it's the force field. So, are you going back there?
Shall we?
I don't.
Yeah,
see
let's
it.
head back there and
Okay.
deal with this. Then we don't have to carry around a fifth giant rock.
I agree.
Okay, so you go back, you head back there. Everything looks the same, and just to refresh your memory, it's relatively featureless. There is a square pedestal about 2 feet high with a concavity on the top, shaped like a hemisphere. Concavity would contain exactly 1/2 of a 1 foot diameter sphere.
Wow, isn't that a coincidence?
So, so it's just a flat plane with a depression in it, right? There's
Yeah.
no lip. Oh, okay. So we can't like
No.
roll the sphere around in it and wait for it to go into the hole.
No, it's not like those coin things.
Fun. Fuck. Lawful priests. So who wants to be the honors? Put the capstone back in.
Oh, I'm happy to do it. I'm just a fighter.
I will hand you the sphere.
Then I will make sure there's nothing in there like a rock to
Bug.
stop it from sitting well. All right, will it fit in nicely? Thunk.
Yes. So as you do, you're able to fit. It fits in perfectly, and actually, as it rolls in, touches the ground, touches the bottom, and immediately floats about a foot above the pedestal. So it's basically kind of floating in the air perfectly above it. And as that happens,
We all die.
It's self-aligning.
Roll new characters.
Hold on. Of course, now that I just closed the Google Doc, but Armando,
Mm-hmm.
Silverton, and Bumbles all have this euphoric feeling come over them. It just is one of the most wonderful things, physically and mentally, that you've ever experienced, that you've had in your life, and it's just this, epiphany almost to exactly, pretty much. That's the one sound effect I didn't think to get. And And so it kind of lasts for about a minute, and then kind of dissipates, and everybody's the three of you are smiles, but you don't really notice any physical or magical or spiritual differences. It just was like you really got a really good high off of this thing.
I feel good.
Yeah.
I can see things other men can't see. Do things other men can't do.
How did James Brown say it? I feel good. I just realized my laptop's about to die, so I need to go get my charger. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back with you guys.
Same here. Get some food. Be right back.
All right, Mike, it's up to you and I.
No, I left.
Now you sound like you're in the other room. Just me and the bag of potato chips. And your deed die went off.
What's that?
And your deed die went off.
I wish it would correct it on the dice, and so that you didn't have to go back and look at chat to make sure to get the correct total. See, we didn't look beyond this room here. I think we need to go check that out.
What, the room at the end of the snake room?
Okay.
No, down to the right of where we are currently.
We explored all the way.
Why does see where I'm pinging?
No, hold on. Do it again.
Mike, when you ping, hold the shift key down.
Yeah.
And that will. Okay. It's not resetting my screen when you do that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Okay. It's down.
So we're here.
Now I'm.
Yeah, there.
Okay.
So you guys,
Yeah, there's a drop off right there.
there's stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing that's because the blackness is because we haven't explored beyond here, right?
Right.
Are you seeing my pings?
Yes.
Okay.
I see them. Yes.
Okay.
Bing, bing.
So I know that we were headed back up in this upper area up in here,
Right.
but what if this area down here works its way around,
Or we missed something.
or we missed something? But I also got the distinct impression when we left that something was probably looking forward to seeing us when we came back. So maybe if we didn't take the same way back, we might get the drop on somebody.
Another good point.
I don't know what their recruitment is like, but they could have probably just refilled all their little spots that we cleared out last time. We've been gone, what, about a week?
However
We
long it
saved
took
the
you
game
guys-
before we left.
So you've just had this. Some of the characters have just had this epiphany. What are you guys going to do at this point?
Are we all back?
I haven't heard Aaron yet.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he'd left. Is Brian
Well, since
still
we're
around?
right here and we just put the stone in here, it's not a bad idea to just check out what's here at that landing area. We have to go that direction anyway to get back to the.
No,
If we wanted to go the other way anyway.
in the cabinet.
Are we still up in the temple?
There we are. Aaron's back.
Yeah, we were discussing going down these stairs to the right and exploring up here,
Oh yeah.
and maybe coming around the from the backside instead of going the way we came before, in case somebody's waiting for us.
Yeah, because we haven't been out that way toward the east yet, the northeast.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So, second, let me check something. Wait, are there something?
Yeah. We're moving quickly.
Okay, Mike, roll 2d6.
I already rolled 25 d20s if we need them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And only 120.
No, it's mostly average.
Whoa!
Wow. That's a bad
Yeah.
reaction check.
How surprised am I?
Second. Checking.
Where's the hungry degenerate?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Nothing for you here. Move along.
I hate when he does that.
So, okay, so you guys are kind of middling around in that secret back area, and the as Mike had mentioned, the area to kind of the southeast, for lack of a better term, that also was a secret door. To go down into that area where there's the stairwell.
And we found that before, correct? Yeah.
Right, yeah. I'm just saying, just kind of pointing out.
Did we find it from the backside?
No, we found it from the altar side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stepping away.
So I think you're right. We should check out that wall opposite the stairs.
Shoot, hold on a second.
Quick, look at his notes, Mike.
I just realized I made the wrong person roll.
You're closer to all of us.
You made the what? You made the wrong what? Oh,
Person
you made the wrong
to-
person.
Roll, yeah. So it made so you're gonna check out the kind of like the 20-foot square wall opposite the stairs, effectively.
Yes.
Okay.
Here? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
Is that a wall?
I'm sorry.
Oh, we
is that a
we
wall?
just have shadow, so.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought that's a wall. This is actually the room where there was about a couple of inches of water, which really made no sense because if there was water there, it would run further down the stairs. But there's standing water in this room for some reason.
Let's check out that opposite wall. Did I lose you guys?
Okay. So everyone's checking that opposite wall. Go ahead and roll a d6.
Oh, I see.
I got a 6.
I have 5.
All right. I'm back.
There's Brian. Roll a d6.
Excellent. D6. So just D6.
Yes, 1d6.
Yes, because we're all investigating this wall.
And that is not how to do it, Brian. How do I do it without my dice tray?
/R space d6.
And there's that little d20 up in the upper left-hand corner of the map, too.
Oh, go.
That's the pulling of the dice.
How do I do that? I think there's a way to drop that in my toolbar, isn't there?
You need a macro.
So I got
You
3.
keep using these words, and they really sound funny.
I don't think they mean what you think they mean.
Okay. So Aaron, I accidentally made the wrong person roll. Aaron, you rolled 2d6.
Oh, because I'm in the front of the marching order.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So then also roll another d6 because you guys have been searching the kind of almost the 20 by 20 square room in the stairwell area.
The wet room.
Yes, the wet room. Okay. So you find nothing there. The party does its searching and doesn't find anything in that room.
Okay.
Door
What
locked.
about? Well, I guess we have to go back the way we came.
Oh, this is a dead end over here. This room, there's no exits from this room.
Apparently, and there's nothing down here either.
Right. We've explored that area.
Yeah, this is that I think is where the kitchen was when you found the cannibals.
All right.
And then
Yeah.
you've been through the whole area, this whole area to the further south area.
And that temple is on the highest part of the hill, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think we have to go back into that long tunnel where we started tonight and work our way back up to the curving tunnel.
So about to there, right?
Yeah. So one thing you do notice is as you come through here, that just behind where the party is now, that's where you guys had the big battle.
Mm-hmm.
And other than there being like bloodstains on the floor, all the bodies are gone.
They've cleaned up.
They cleaned up, yeah.
Well, yeah, they got to restock the kitchen.
Do we want to look down that hallway and make sure it's still unoccupied? Or in case they've put new people there, we don't want them sneaking up on us from behind.
Yeah, I guess we better.
Which hallway are you talking about?
The one that we're standing right next to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, to the left of it,
And we-
I see.
Yeah, that eastern hall.
Yeah.
And
I guess we should do this for.
probably
Well,
check over here.
we've already been into the room with the spheres and stuff, so that's
Yeah, we should probably check here as well.
yeah.
Okay. So there is nothing new other than the lack of bodies that you find in either one of those areas.
Okay, that's refreshing.
Yeah, at least they can't easily restock.
Is there a
Remind me where that curly that twisting passage off to the west goes down to like a puddle or a statue or something?
That's where there was kind of like a fountain. There was water dripping from above, and that's where you guys gathered some water skins and
that's where the holy water is? Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
So we either want to go up here or down here.
I don't think go to the same place, but I like the big curve.
Yeah, I'm for the north.
Okay.
Yeah, the curve sounds good. Maybe they'll meet up eventually.
Armando, are you sure you want to be the rear guard?
No, but I think I am.
I
Why
put
don't we-
I put Siverton as the rear guard, the cleric. So it's Robert, Bumbles, Charb, Armando, and then Siverton without a name tag because I killed the token and had to repopulate it.
Oh, well, Severton's still second rank then.
Siverton's rear guard, last rank. Siverton's
Oh,
here.
Severton's blue? Okay, got it.
Siverton's blue.
Okay.
part of his holy order requires woad tattooing.
Mhm.
So, and just for clarification, the prisoners have not respawned. That's just I forgot to take them.
No, it just reminds us where they were.
Exactly. Yeah.
That would be kind of rough.
They're placeholders.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not a new loot drop. Okay, so going to continue up the curly Q, Twisted Cavern.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, and then are you heading to the right at the branch or to the left at
We're
the
going-
Cochlear?
We're going to the east, northeast there.
Okay.
You want to make sure that the fountain's clear. I really don't like not investigating our backside.
Okay, well, we'll go and investigate these areas that we've already been just to
Yeah,
ensure
let's take
they're
it.
still the same and haven't changed, Nils. So when we get to
Right.
that first branch, we're going to cut off to the west there and go down towards where we know the
We
mountain.
just said one or two runners really quick.
Mhm.
Right. Other than there being a little bit more collected water, that's the only thing that's new there.
We should have brought some empty bottles.
Yeah, I filled one of my flasks with some of this puddle water.
I'm assuming that what I filled last time is emptied or something else. So I'll just make sure I have a water skin full of this water now.
Right. So that's the other thing I forgot to talk about when we went over the logistics. So who has the water that was collected from the last time?
Well, Bumbles has a skin full.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she and Tar both emptied their water skins out and filled it with this stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think we had
So-
just them.
Right. So just Bumbles and Charb right now in this party have water. Correct.
Water
Okay.
from the fountain.
I
I
believe
have a regular water skin, but it just got regular
Right.
water in it.
What happened to Robert? He just like ran off the screen.
I don't know. I did something. Sorry, I'm fixing
Okay.
it.
There you go. I put it back.
He's
Um,
sneaky.
Okay, so yeah, there's a little bit more water. So if people want to gather some, there's not a lot because it's only been. Actually, let me check. It actually specifies. So yeah, there's actually only a very little bit, just like about a vials worth amount. So it's a very little that's left in there, or that's collected in there. It's a very slow drip that comes through.
Okay.
Yeah, and Robert has a vial of this puddle water
Okay, great.
from last
Okay, so
year.
okay, so other than that, basically you've checked all the rooms behind you.
Let's move on.
And yeah, that's nothing new. So you get to about there, basically at the point that you're where the fog stops or starts actually, and you start hearing this.
I'm going to grip my +1 spear a little tighter.
I thought you were going to say you're going to grip your bowels.
No, I released those.
So did everyone hear that, Brian? Okay,
Yep,
great.
heard it.
Okay, so
I heard a ghost.
right, and then let me get my Polygonus reveal.
And you say it's kind of misty up here?
No.
Oh, I thought I sorry. I misunderstood.
I think Niels was saying fog of war.
Oh yes, yeah. That you get to the point where the fog war.
Got
So-
it. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, that's it. Trying to remember how this works.
Polygonus revealed us.
Thank you. So you're coming around the corner.
Well, the curve.
Well, this is not working again.
Select and then enter. I don't remember.
Are you in the GM level?
Yeah, I've got it. It's just taking a second. All right. So then,
Faster.
Faster, man, faster.
as you come further around the corner, you hear this. Okay,
Where's
that
the
didn't work. That didn't work. Oh, I
Wow, that sounds just like the last one.
Yeah, let me try a different one.
Oh.
That sounds like Aaron grunting.
That was me.
Oh, wait a minute.
I did it. I did it in time though with the grunting.
Nice.
I was just following along. Civerton can't help it. He hears chanting and he wants to chant along.
You missed it yesterday. Richard found a Polynesian track and was running it through part of the adventure yesterday.
Oh, how's that going? That Kalmata.
I'll tell you later. It's pretty cool. It went completely in a direction I didn't think, but it was pretty cool.
I can't wait to hear about it. Let's chat after the session. That wasn't me. Civerton.
So it's chanting, not a ghost.
And Armando's wishing he was higher level and knows new fireball.
Right.
You know, I heard this one in town. So do we keep going?
I don't think we're going to go back, so I don't think we have much choice. It's just a question, how do you guys want to lead into this? Combat or social interaction or
Oh no, we got to kill stuff.
Yeah, I really
pull
think
the pin, throw the grenade, count to 5 and go in?
you have a grenade.
I wish.
You have the holy water.
Yes, we have the holy water. So let's make sure we're ready to throw that or squirt it out of our wineskins or whatever.
Okay, so that tells me probably Armando needs to prep a spell.
And Brian, just as a reminder, you can in this system or
Yeah.
my world, you can.
You're being very generous. I can declare any of the spells.
This is really giving me problems here. I'm not sure if it's my mouse or what's going on.
Ooh, damn, I keep forgetting he has protection from evil. I'm not used to wizards, magic users having protection from evil.
That's probably a problem.
No, we're used to them causing it.
Yeah. That's DCC.
Well, Nils' wizard isn't evil so much as he's just a chaos mess. But man, is he entertaining.
Yep. So are you wanting to cast any spells in preparation before you go in?
I think I want to see what's going to happen first before I know which spell, since I now realize I have multiple spells I can pick from.
Okay.
Oh, so
Sorry,
this
my
is
sword.
winding in on itself like a snake shell.
Apparently.
Yeah, you're going to meet Dr. Doolittle in the middle. So you get to about there, and you hear this voice, the main voice that was chanting, not the hoo-haws, but the actual ones with some sort of words. It says, "Come in, we're expecting you."
As long as they're not expecting us for dinner.
Oh, crap.
I think that's a good one.
You have been a thorn in our side.
Hmm.
I'm thinking sleep might need to be a good thing.
I'm suddenly realizing half our party isn't here.
Like, oh, crap.
There's a tiny room there. It can't be that many of them. It's got to be a small room.
It's a
Yeah, the TARDIS.
It'd be more like 5 or 6 squares full.
Spatial time vortex. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, and it's just getting smaller. Now, unless it's a pit.
You had to say pit.
Yeah,
I
it's, at the very end, there's a little tiny door.
Very small.
Yeah.
There's a rabbit, I'm not going in.
Okay, so we're at this point. Are you doing anything? I mean, basically continuing ahead in the order that you've started in.
afraid so.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm afraid
Is
so.
this-
I'm
at this
just looking
point,
at my
it's
spells
now-
real quick. We'll keep
Okay.
going.
Well, I'll wait for you to refresh
no,
yourself.
Keep going. I'm just trying to figure out if protection from evil is going to be better than sleep. So
What does that give us? A +1 save?
Sleep's
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Sleep's our big bomb, but you never know. Protection from evil might give everybody a better shot at living. But apparently the rule book is a
Protection from evil. Magical field of protection immediately around the caster. Evil monsters are -1. Caster gains +1 on all saving throws.
Annie. Okay, it's great for me, not so great. Oh, protection from evil 10-foot radius is what I probably need to get at some point. Okay,
Yeah, that's 4th level.
yeah. So sleep is probably our best bet. Okay.
I approve of sleep.
All right. Let's keep going.
Okay, just a second. I'm checking something here. Okay. All right. So you are at that point, and you come around the corner, and
We're in a colon.
yes. So this red demon guy is actually a tall, skinny guy made of ash. I just couldn't find something that specific. These guys around the edges are the fat, blubbery guys, like the ones you'd fought once or twice before. And the demon guy is standing there looking at you as you kind of come around the corner, kind of like doing a slow clap. Good, you finally got here. You've been ruining our plans for some time. Every time we try to make an encroachment into this world, you set us back. So I'll be glad to take care of you while you're here.
Not like a fries with. Can I order fries with that?
I don't think he really is happy to see us.
So Charb's gonna work the whole cap end off of his water skin so that he's got a nice flailing spray available.
Nice.
Right. Okay.
I like the way of thinking. I think Bumble should try the same thing.
Okay.
You should definitely not face away from them.
So at this point, let's roll for initiative.
Yeah.
What are you rolling? D20?
Yeah, we're going to do party versus monsters.
Oh,
Make it
all right.
simple. So we'll start on the left. Peter, roll a d20. Be a 13.
Well, I got to get back down to 1. Hold on.
Back down to 1. What? Oh, that was a 16 for a second.
I know. I was rolling 25 d20s.
Oh, I see.
Yo. Yes, pick the best one.
Yeah. Okay. So, so as you come around the corner, that the demon's action will be, making that little speech. The guys around him are the ones that were making those grunting noises as part of the chanting, and they're kind of like not jumping up and down, but like still chanting, still
Undulating.
kind of like what
Undulating.
undulating, but bouncing up and down, ready to go, and that's basically their turn. So it's up to you guys now.
Okay.
I'm going to follow Robert's lead.
Robert's going to
Oh,
step.
there's in the front.
Yeah,
Robert's in the
Robert's going to step into the room
Uh-huh.
right here, and he's going to drink his vial of holy water.
He's gonna drink it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Or vial. It's actually puddle water.
Yeah, pot of water. It's kind of stagnant. Yeah. Okay. And is he making any attack, or is
Well, I thought that was my 2 actions, but if I
that's
can
true. Yeah, right.
attack, I'll shoot my bow at the demon.
You're right. Yeah, the drinking the water would have been your second action. So, Bumbles, since we've kind of got a lot of Congo line going here.
We do have a conga line.
I think I'm going to go here and spray these guys with my Boda bag of holy water.
Okay.
Bow to
you
bag
spray-
of holy water.
Hope it's holy water.
You're spraying.
The one directly east of me to start with.
Okay. All right. So let's. Let me see. So that's.
I don't. Oh, I don't have an agility bonus because I'm not playing DCC.
Wrong set.
I'm like, where's my agility?
What's going on here?
Okay. So, being that your weapon is relatively imprecise, you are now 3rd level. You would normally need a 13 to hit. I'll give you a +3. Anyone spraying through from the Boda bag kind of fire hose attack, I'll give you a +3 to your attack just because it's going to be more easy to hit. So
We're
go ahead
just
and
trying to hit. We're just trying to hit armor class 9, right?
no.
Okay.
Yes, that's
I rolled
That's-
19.
yes. So
Nicely done.
I just lost my pen. Here it is. So go ahead and the roll a d6. This holy water will do a d6 5. Okay. Now, that burns his skin, and he like shrinks back, shrieking. Ah!
Nice thinking, Mike. Nice thinking.
Now, I'm gonna say there's gonna be. I'm trying to remember. So who besides who's here took water? You said that Hasheen. How much did he take?
Just whatever he put in his bag.
So okay, so
just like a water flask. Yeah.
Right. So we've got 3 people total out of the whole party with water flasks, full like Boda bags, and then Robert with a vial. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
All right.
correct.
So we're going to say the Boda bags have 3 shots each.
Oh, nice.
So Bumbles, you've shot. You've used 1. So Char, what are you doing?
And I'm going to unload on the Ash Man with the Boda bottle. Is there any way I can just dump the whole thing on him in one shot?
Wow.
I'll stand here and defend myself with a half full bag of water. I'd rather go for an area effect and maybe hit all 3 at once.
Yeah, you're just trying to pee all over this toilet seat,
exactly.
aren't you?
It's just like a bar fight.
Okay. All right. Let me think for a second. So, are you going to try to actually hit all 3 at once, or
No,
are you just
I'm going to try and get as much of it on the demon as I possibly can.
Okay.
But I really want to empty it in one shot.
Okay. I will say normally it does a D. Okay. So you normally get 3 shots. In this way, you can do everything in 1 shot, and it'll do double damage.
Okay.
You still need to roll, and and we'll say that you will at least get 1d6, and this roll is to get 2d6 on it.
Okay, so I'm rolling d20 plus 3.
Yes. And you will need.
Do I get my regular hit modifiers as well?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You started needing a 15.
Wow.
So yeah, you got
That's a 17.
Yeah, so you got it. So roll 2d6.
Nicely done, Mike.
Mm.
Oh. Ow.
5.
Wow.
Okay. Well, that's
better than nothing.
He sprayed on him. It kind of starts clumping the ash on him, and he winces a bit, and then he kind of just like brushes the water off of him.
Uh-huh.
All right. All right, Armando.
I'm gonna get out of the way of the cleric.
Just leave some space. Maybe go on the.
I think like right there.
Or maybe on the far side,
go behind Bumbles.
east side of Robert and the north side of Bumbles.
You
Like
can.
right
You
there?
can.
Is that what you guys are saying?
Yeah.
Right there. Yes, that's where I would go because the Bumbles can defend you.
You
guys
can
wanna
also,
drop
if you
sleep?
wanted, you could also just hug the wall and let Severton pass you, too. So anyway,
Oh, like right here, you mean, Nils? Oops.
like if you wanted to be, oops, yeah, like that, yeah. So, but however you want to do it, that's fine. All right, Severton.
Well, I also get an action, right? So that's my move.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
Do you guys want me to try and drop sleep on this bit on the demon?
I'd play it on the minions.
All right. Well,
Maybe the minions, because he probably has a higher save against magic.
all right. So I will. How do I click on this thing? Was it shift? No, it's not showing up. Anyway, so the one that's right in south of, or whatever, to the east of Bumbles, I will dump sleep on him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to affect, depending upon the hit dice, of how many hit dice they have.
Mm-hmm.
If they're 1 to 2 hit dice, it affects 2d6 creatures. If there are 3 hit dice to just under 4, it's 1d6. And if there are 4 hit dice or better, it only affects 1 of them.
Yeah, this is really throwing me for a loop because I keep looking for what you need to roll to successfully cast, and then I remember that's DCC, which
Yeah, sorry, it's just automatic here. Just boom, baby.
Shoot. All right, yeah. So roll 2d6.
Bills wise, right? Oh, yeah, interesting. It's not it just happens.
Yeah, roll 2d6.
So 7.
Okay, yeah. So they all the minions fall asleep.
All right,
actually,
guys.
let me look at
There's
this
no
one.
save for this, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no save.
It's good to be a wizard.
Oh, no saving throw permitted. Yeah. on this one.
Okay, here we go.
Does that mean it only works on up to 4 hit die creatures?
Probably. That's a first level.
Yeah, you
spell,
probably need to
so-
get higher level to affect bigger creatures.
Well, I think you need a better spell. But yeah.
Okay.
So we'll enjoy it while we got it.
Yeah, I mean, after 5 dice, you're just immune to that crap.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
the minions are asleep, but this guy's still going to clean the room with us.
Yes.
Hey, at least I took care of the minions.
You did. Nicely done. Nicely
You gotta
done.
go tune up the main guy. I think I've got 1 spell left for the day. If I remember right. So that was the big one for him.
Do you have little Z's that you could put over them?
That's a little
There is a
sleepy
status
guy.
symbol.
Yeah. There's a
So
little,
just don't hit those guys. I mean, they're
they all
supposed to
got
be asleep
little
for an
sleepy guys on
hour,
them.
but
Okay. So the oh, I'm sorry, Silverton. You still need to go.
mhm.
Yeah, so Siverton's going to step it up into the room here, and he's going to try to turn the demon.
Okay.
Oops.
You
I think
okay.
it's a roll, but I was just looking in the. I was just checking the. I was just checking the rules to try to find the detail on that.
Return undead?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
page 35 in the rules.
Yeah.
And your 3rd level. Let's see here.
Depends
You
on his
know,
hit dice.
if this isn't actually a demon, it's way above your experience or your knowledge. But
Still going to try it because that's what a priest of the sun would do.
I
Absolutely.
agree. Besides, it might cause an annoyance to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
So go
distract
ahead.
You might,
You don't
he might,
have
yeah, he
banish?
might laugh and lose a turn.
him. Right. Make him angry.
Yeah, you don't
Um,
have banish yet, do you?
I do not. No, my spell list is fairly light. My spell list includes protection from evil is about as good as it gets.
Right. So in this, you actually rolled 2d10 instead of a d20 to turn the undead. 11.
Not even,
Yeah, he gets this. He actually does laugh.
I hit him.
Very low, ominous, menacing laugh that and says, "Puny
Yeah,
mortal."
Stiverton, comes around the corner. Flee this place, ashen beast.
Right. So the demon says, "So you've brought your puny little law priest. Little can he do against the greatness that is Arumvel." And he kind of throws his arms up, and the cloud of ash swirls above his head, and he throws his arms forward and all right, so just a second.
And rolls for initiative.
All right, so okay, I got to set this up correctly. Here we go. All right.
I think this is going to hurt.
Come on.
Just so you guys know, the bottle's moving.
Nice.
The bottle's moving.
Yeah, when Mike joined the hangout, his camera was on and a big bottle of whiskey on his desk.
Uh, That was
Oh,
an
shoot,
interesting little
it's wrong.
effect.
That was nice. Like, are you sure how you did that?
There we go.
Blah!
I like the first roll.
Yeah, I was way better with that.
Yeah, I'll take the first roll. The second roll was just because of my
Your sound effect.
yeah. So well, I had Siverton casting it, so so yeah. This ash rushes at Siverton and tries to like force its way down his throat. and it's just not able to get in at all. But
Right.
he also he's
No.
also able to make a hand attack,
A melee attack.
melee attack.
Mm.
So he sweeps it. He attacks Charb for needing a 10. What is your armor class, Charb?
AC is I think it's 3. Yeah,
Yeah,
3.
there's oh, I see. Yeah, okay. There's. Oh, okay. I think must have cut something off here. So yeah, yeah. There's no. He doesn't make it. So there is to your turn.
I say you guys kind of go gang up on that dude and beat the crap out of him.
Hey, buddy, you got a little something on your lip there.
Can I step over the unconscious body here and stab the guy with a spear?
If you can try, yes.
Okay. That's what I will try to do.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. Try to do that.
Do I have a plus?
Yes, you do.
I have a +1 to hit. Oh, and my spear's a +1. So it's a +2. This is very exciting. 16.
Oof.
And this is Bumbles.
Bumbles with a magic spear.
Mhm.
Okay. Bumbles is 3rd level. And you hit him.
Hmm.
And so
Turn him up.
roll your.
D6 +1. 3
Uh,
points.
It's just
Okay.
+1?
Yeah, that's what the spear says.
Okay.
+1 to hit, +1 to wound.
Right.
I was hoping for more.
Okay, so that's Bumbles. Charb.
There we go.
At what level do I get multiple attacks?
Not for quite a while.
Well, that
Multiple
would be
attacks. Yeah,
a
that's
9, which doesn't hit.
yeah. That does not hit. Multiple attacks are allowed on less than 1 hit dice monsters, so like kobolds and
Mhm.
things that
gotcha.
like have half a hit dice and something like that. Okay.
Kind of crappy.
Don't fighters get multiple attacks as they advance?
In AD&D.
Is that
Indeed.
when they get that 3, 3, and 2 if they're certain?
Yeah. That's not swords and wizardry.
Okay,
From what I remember.
That makes me sad inside.
that it's not. I swear I saw that somewhere.
You get
Take a look.
you do, but it's against foes of less than 1 hit dice.
No,
Yeah.
I know about that one. But I thought there was a fighter specific.
Oh, I see. I thought that was fighter specific. But all right.
Maybe-
Yeah,
maybe-
You get a parry ability.
Yeah.
That means you can sculpt miniatures of any scale or range,
Nice.
with too much detail to be
even
able
if
to
you
paint.
only have one hand.
That's right.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah, I don't see anything else other than
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I was
AD&D, that's where that is.
oh,
That's
and actually, it
fine.
is one hit dice or less, not less than 1 hit dice. So
Gotcha. Well, he's definitely more than that. But
yes, he is. So
but I
that's
caused 3 points. I feel good. All right, I did something. Contributed.
You contributed.
Silverton, Robert, Armando.
Armando is going to go last, I think. I don't think there's much he can do that's useful.
There's one more space available to get up there to fight the guy.
Yeah, I'm just. Robert's going to throw his dagger into that melee, the jeweled dagger that he found in the.
Okay. Well, there's a very large fighter right in front of you, so that may not go too well.
I know there's some risk of hitting an enemy, but I'm thinking.
there's some risk of hitting an enemy.
I mean, hitting a friend, but
I think my fate is sealed now.
Okay.
well, yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm chaotic.
Okay.
I'm scared of this demon. I'm going to try to kill it with this magic item that I found. So I'm
Okay.
going to throw the
Go ahead and
dagger
roll.
with the yellow jewels. So it's just an attack roll?
Yeah.
Let me get my character sheet, which has disappeared on me. Here it is. Here's the yellow dagger.
So
Threw a 9
Charm,
to hit.
yeah, Charm takes 2 points of damage in the back.
Oh, I don't have to roll the just the miss automatically hits my friend.
With this dagger, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll just pull that, yank that out. See, I was handing it to you.
Save it.
Yank that out of your shoulder, and then you can use it on the demon. And then Siverton will rush in, swinging his mace.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, he
ow.
missed.
Ow.
How did? Oh, okay. Yeah. There's no
No fumbles.
Lucky for you guys. Okay. So
Do you guys want Armando to use his last spell or kind of hold it? I'm
Hold
definitely
on.
not throwing any daggers
Hold
into
on,
this
unless
fight.
it's really shitty.
Yeah.
I say you just slit the throat to the guys on the ground.
I'm for that too.
okay.
All right, he'll
Just
go
do-
slit the throat of the guy that's down there next to him.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to.
Have them waking up.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So at this point, the ash is basically kind of separated itself. The cloud of ash has separated itself from the rest of from the demon itself, or Armvel himself, and it's kind of like swirling around the room, and it's going to
Nice.
go for. It's going to go for Charb.
Nice.
Hold your breath.
Yeah. Don't swallow.
Can't believe I would ever say that.
Oh, I like that roll.
Okay, so it really is pretty useless ash.
It's that holy water. See?
Yeah, and so
Turn it
now,
off.
so the demon turns to Siverton because he's obviously the most offensive thing in the room, and
Ooh.
I'm AC 2.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, he hits for 8 points of damage.
8 points.
Bam!
Ouch.
So he reaches his hand over his head and just like smacks it down on the top of your head and like drives you down to the ground. And
Yes, but I'm just fall to one knee. Struggle back up.
He says, "Take that, you puny god! Take that, you priest of law! You will be driven into our hell soon enough."
Better than walking.
Where did you learn banter?
He's been here for so long with just these mole people and cannibals to talk with. He doesn't have a lot of.
That was funny about 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, somebody get a monologuing so he loses the next 2 turns.
There you go. All right, so you guys are up.
Can't believe you got me monologuing. I'm
Peter,
gonna stab him in the head.
Do it. Big money, Peter. That's not
13.
big money.
Mm,
I'm a big tough. I'm a fighter.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like Mike's roll. That's pretty good.
you
4 points.
barely missed, Peter. You barely missed
No.
his attack. Your attack.
I need
barely-
14. I need
Mike,
14.
did you stab him with the jewel encrusted dagger that I handed to you in your shoulder?
Yeah, no, I'll be getting to that. I'm saving
So,
that
yes.
for the denouement.
Yes, that's that hits, and then the D8 plus 2 was
Yeah, 4.
4 total.
right. I know, but what was the plus 2? Your
Oh,
strength.
that's for my strength.
Okay. All right. So your weapon doesn't seem to bite quite as much as you expected.
Try the dagger.
You want to hand it to me?
It's in your shoulder, apparently.
All right, Aaron.
This is Siverton. I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess I need to know what is that, a hit die, or let me check in the rule book. Rule book. Who's got the rule book?
D6 plus 1.
Oh,
What do you need?
okay.
Looking for the
Cure light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a D6 plus 1.
Yeah. What he said.
perfect. Let's see. Cure light wounds. 1d6 plus 1.
Can you get a wisdom modifier?
I do not have.
No, not when he.
Oh, I'm kidding.
Maybe if he was.
I'm not. Can you do it?
2 hit points.
That's not so awesome.
I'll take it. That was my action, Nils.
Yep. Okay.
We're whittling him down. Hey, it's better than missing.
That's right. So, so now the cloud of ash is swirling around, and we'll go after Robert. It swirls down, tries to attack Charb, and the last round swirls back up to the ceiling and comes and hits Robert straight in the face.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Indy, cover your heart.
Ooh,
Oh,
that was awesome.
What was that effect?
I just saw the ash go
Yeah.
swirling.
Oh yeah.
around.
I saw that too.
So what is Robert's armor class?
0.
Armor class is 5.
5. Okay, still barely hits. Takes 3 points of damage.
ouch.
So now that you've got, oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I think you get to say you save against that first before you take damage. So
Oh, I do. What's just
let me see
There's only
here.
one save in this
raising
game, right?
saving throw, right?
Robert's armor class 0, and it hit on an 11.
No, it's
No,
not. 0.
Robert's
0.
armor class 5.
Oh,
That was some player
That was some
creativity.
convincing from Brian.
That was Brian
Yeah, so-
being helpful like I do.
Studied at the foot of the master.
I'm taking notes.
As well you should.
So just roll a d20 and we'll
Yeah,
figure
my
out.
saving throw is a 14 here on my character.
Okay. Okay.
But I am +2 versus traps, devices, wands, and staves because I'm an elf.
Ooh, that's right.
Yeah, no, that doesn't affect this roll.
I am I'm 11.
yeah.
I failed.
Yeah. So okay. So yes, you do take that damage.
Okay, I've recorded it.
Okay. And then for his other attack, he just wants to go after you. He is just you, Siverton. You were just so offensive to him.
Yes,
You're
of
blue.
course. I'm distracting him with my shining beacon of hope.
Ouch.
Oh,
AC 2.
Just a second.
Do you have printed combat tables? Is that what you're doing, Nils?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
I was trying to figure out how to record it on my character sheet. The best I could come up with was a table in the bio, but that doesn't.
Record what? Your hit point?
My combat
Hit table.
matrix.
Your combat what?
The
Did
matrix.
you make a macro?
Oh.
Macro. No, I mean I guess it could make a macro, but
If you use the character sheet, it lets
So
you roll right off the character sheet.
right. But I don't know what I don't know what armor class I hit with the rolls that I get
Oh, because there's no THAC on it. Yeah.
without converting over, without looking at the matrix. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he misses.
Phew. Okay. Good.
Yeah, very good.
Thanks.
Yeah,
We'll take
his
We'll take
his
it.
claw scratches off of my shield.
All right, Bumbles.
Mm-hmm.
Armando's chanting in the background.
Oh, there it is. 21.
Goodness.
Give him the
Okay.
spear, spear, spear. Give him the spear, spear, spear. Stab
21.
him, stab him, stab him.
6 plus 1 is 4.
Stab, stab, stab. Stab, stab,
And
stab.
you notice that your spear doesn't seem to be having any problem damaging him, like Charb is seeming to complain about. So
He's...
Not complaining.
Well, we
Alright,
noticed
Charb.
this fighting the blobby guy in the previous encounter that the spear did
We
damage.
all need magic weapons, is what we're saying here.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right,
Or spray him
Charb.
with water.
Okay, Charb's going to kind of tank himself in between the demon and Siverton.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of step. Yeah,
Just-
like
yeah,
okay,
Yeah,
that's fine. All right,
and then take a smack.
and then are you going? I'm sorry, you're gonna.
And then I'm going to attack.
Yes, attack. Go ahead.
That would be a 12, I think. Yeah.
Mm.
No.
I'm hitting where the water was.
That's why you missed. It was an aimed shot.
Okay. And then Silverton, are you going to do anything?
I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds again.
Okay. And there you go. That's
I'm
better.
back to full, guys.
Good.
And Armando and Robert, are you other than ganking the minions?
Yeah, other than taking the minions out one at a time, which is what I'm doing, I'm just cheering on my comrades because
Okay.
these rules, wizards can't carry anything worth crap. So
You can use a staff and trip them from behind, but how often can you do that?
yeah, I'm not getting that close.
It's magic.
I've seen how good wizards do with bows in other games. He's feeling jealous.
My cleric's got a bow in Aaron's game.
I know. Well, I didn't know.
Robert?
Keep going.
But you can only fire bird blunts.
Better than nothing.
Ow! Quit it.
Hey. So, Robert,
Oh, I'm
you got an
sorry.
opening right there.
Can I
Throw
shoot my
something.
bow? There
Yeah.
seems to be
You
a
gotta-
gap.
There's a
Yeah,
guy.
I
there's
was
a
trying to leave you some room.
Have to keep handing him weapons and
Here, let me hand you an arrow.
Because if you need something to throw at him, I'll toss you my axe.
I think I missed Nils.
Yeah. Okay. So Charb takes 4 points of damage. No, I'm joking.
What?
What? Oh.
Joking. Okay.
Let's see.
And that's it for that round.
Let's see how many
Mhm.
arrows I have left.
Okay. So this time the cloud of ash is going to go after Charb again. Since he's interposed himself.
I love that. I want to know how he did that.
Oh, it's Nils. You should get a cool macro going.
And he misses.
But
and
he
then
does
he'll-
it with style.
That's right.
And then the hand attack will go against Bumbles.
Ouch.
And
Ow.
Bumbles has what?
AC 2.
He hits.
Ouch.
7
Oof.
points of damage.
Ow.
How many?
7.
Okay. So on the character sheet, there's the hit points, and then there's slash, and then there's hit points. So I take it the second column is the one you adjust for.
That's when you. Yeah, that's your current.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. I did read that correctly. All right. Ouch.
Oh, wait. I guess.
Stop it. You could hurt somebody with that.
Put somebody's eye out.
You put an eye out.
So, Nils, have I dispatched the two of these guys that were
Yeah,
closest to me?
Right.
Okay.
And okay, so it is now your guys' round.
Okay, Bumbles, you want to go first?
15.
Give him the spear, spear, spear. Give him the spear, spear, spear. Stab him, stab him, stab him.
2.
Stab him better.
Yes, you hit him, and all your 2 points go through.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Nice.
All right, and even though you've only got 3 points, yes, he finally he finally screams at you. You stab him straight through. Your spear actually goes through, or I'm sorry, your sword goes through and hits the wall behind it because he basically kind of explodes into a cloud of ash. And as he disappears, he shouts, "We will have our revenge on you. You will come to us soon enough."
Whatever,
Yeah,
asshole.
go talk to Speed Bracer, man.
He's an asshole. Sorry.
Yay! Good job, guys.
Nicely
Now
done.
they know who we are. That's not good.
Sorry about the shoulder. Can I have my dagger back? Or you can write it down on your character sheet. I did kind of give it to you.
It's an honor blade. It has to be.
So
sheathed in blood
in
first.
this incredibly small room,
Oh, we dispatched the last guy.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Just saying.
yeah, I just realized I completely missed the box text. But basically, there's a. I've already kind of described all that. Blah blah blah.
There's
blah,
levers
blah.
as in case of demon pull lever.
Yeah. So behind them, which is really not much behind them because it's such a cramped room, but there is a statue that's been of a broken or of a bearded man that's kind of toppled over and broken open, and you see some metallic glints inside of it.
Robert's all over that. He'll search the fallen statue.
So there's an enormous amount of money. There you see a lot of gold and even more silver and even more copper. There's you've probably never seen this amount of money, much money in one place, this number of coins in one place ever in your life.
It's a trap.
There's, as you kind of dig through it, you also find a couple of gems and a longsword.
I think Charb needs a longsword. Preferably a magic one.
This nice dagger.
Really?
I
don't have any spells left. I could detect magic, but I don't have any spells.
I have detect magic.
I
have one left if you want me to burn it now. Or we can wait till we get back to town and I can
back to town. Because
haul it back to town. Do we
I feel this might have been the denouement. There's still some exploring to do.
Right. Can we load up all the cash, or sorry, all the coins into our sacks and backpacks, Nils?
If you do, you're going to be really encumbered, just because there's so much of it. If you're wanting to continue to explore, you probably would want to leave it here for now and come back and get it as you're heading out.
I'd say we at least take the gems with us.
Take the gems and the weapons.
Is the coin loose?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's all loose.
Okay, so all right. Hang on.
And just as a reminder, Peter, you still have 2 more squirts from your bottle.
Oh, thank you.
Not that I'm saying you'll need it, but just in case.
Yeah, it sounded ominous.
It's just important to keep track of things.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was going to suggest that we package the coin up as best we can, at least one parcel, throw one of these demon bodies on top of it, and come back for it on our way out. So something else doesn't wander along and go, oh, look, lunch money.
Right. I agree. Let's make it hard for something else, even though I think we've killed everything in here. So I don't know if the Guardian would approve of us taking all the money. Oh, heck.
Why?
What the heck? We just cleansed his frickin' temple.
That's it.
It's a cleaning fee.
So what's the sword look like?
Just a sword, just a long sword.
Not dwarven?
Not dwarven this time, no.
Shall I try it out, guys?
Yeah, I think you need to try it out.
Okay.
Since our other fighter has a magic spear, I think our front line needs to
So we'll see what happens to Charm if he plays.
If it's cursed, well, then it's, at least I'm far enough away when it explodes.
And
Okay.
hey, Bumbles, do me a favor and
Yeah.
pull the shiv out of my back and give it to whoever it belongs to.
I'll take it back.
Not from the wizard. That's that much.
I'm going to hand it back saying, would you be careful with this thing?
Hurt somebody.
It's always funny and then someone loses an eye.
Okay.
So we move on and
Yeah, so we've got the
That's what's
gems and the sword, and we'll move on for now.
Okay. So you move on, and you come up to here, I'm assuming.
Mhm. Yep.
From there, you can see.
Clearly now the pain is gone.
No, I think the pain is still there in someone's shoulder.
Yeah, I'm hurting pretty bad. I took 7 of 21.
Okay, well.
7 of 19, excuse me.
Ouch.
Oh man, there's a skull there. That makes me worried. Why is there a skull there?
Let's go back to town.
Last time.
hey, Robert, why don't you check it out?
Okay. Romero, go check it out.
Be careful.
Okay, so that's 35. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Forgot something.
You erased that skull. You shouldn't have seen it. It's not there. Nothing.
There's no trap lever there. No.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, should now he leaves. That's suspicious.
So this is what you were supposed to have seen.
Oh, that was the last encounter.
Ah!
Oh, is that the guy?
We
Oh,
took
okay.
that fucker down. Thanks to a well-placed sleep spell, by the way.
Hey, aims to please.
Okay, so Robert goes up and checks out that whatever that is there, and it turns out there's a small demon head made of bronze on the wall. It's kind of like flush. It's like a bas relief flush with the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and just before it opens up into a large chamber. But as you examine it, the mouth of the demon's about 2 inches across, and you can see inside there's a bunch of small gears and switches that. But they're so small that you would need like a needle or something to kind of move them around or do anything with them.
I have that demon-headed gem we got earlier.
Whoa! What? Sorry, stepped away.
Yeah, so when you stepped away, Robert went up to check out this
Yes.
the demon head thing
Oh, okay.
here, and it's a small demon head with the mouth that's slightly agape, and inside I can see some gears and mechanism and switches, but there's no way to. And Nils says that I need some sort of precision sort of implements to get in there, which I don't have any thieves tools on my character sheet.
You don't have thieves tools? You're a thief without them?
Well, I'm more like a pirate.
He's a rogue. He's a rogue.
He's at the.
Okay, so I have the demon head carved gem.
Uh-huh.
Might be useful for this.
Does it look like it fits inside it or something?
Or if you want something small, I have 10 quills. I could give you a quill, and you can kind of go poking around if you want.
Oh yeah, I might be able to use one of those quills to manipulate this mechanism. Sure.
Yeah, I'll give you one of my
that'll
quills.
work.
Okay.
And I'm handing you the demon head carved gem, just in
Oh,
case.
thanks.
it
Just
fits
for
in there.
safekeeping.
Well, small. It might fit inside it like a key. I don't know.
Cool. Right.
So, yep. So you're going to try to manipulate the lock in some way.
Yeah, I have delicate tasks.
So right, you got a 20% chance at second level. So
Do you want me to roll it?
Yep.
Ooh.
No.
Yes, you absolutely did unlock it.
Oh, awesome! I'm totally going into this room now. So safe. I'm going over here. Wait here, guys. I'll be right back. Around the corner.
This is not good.
Okay, so are you continuing into the room or the through
Absolutely,
the portal?
because I totally disarmed that trap.
Okay. All right, you hear something like this.
Oh. Oh.
Quit it.
And let's see here. Oops. There we go.
Armando was kind of watching from the corner, and he wasn't really convinced that he actually did manage to maybe. So he just started going, I don't think that lever's the right. Oh,
told
crap.
you guys-
Oh, wait, don't. Oh.
I told you that gem was cursed.
Maybe that.
Okay, so through tiny darts on the far wall of that room, at the opposite where Robert is, darts fly out.
Hoo ha hoo. I'm AC 5.
2 darts come out, and let's see if that's okay.
Oh,
That was gonna
That
be
was close.
Okay, 1 hit, and
They do a D2.
do 2 points of damage to you.
okay.
Armando says, hey, can you bring those darts? I could use those.
Yeah, you can come and get them.
I'm getting a lot of them.
So, are you staying in the room, or are you moving on through the corridor?
I'm gonna move on through the corridor because clearly something was wrong with that mechanism. I know that I had completely disarmed it, and that mechanism must not have controlled those darts.
Right, that's it, of course. So, what's the rest of the party doing?
Just wait there, guys. I'll be right back.
I'm like, hey, can you bring another of those darts? Those look handy.
I just want to take a quick look down this hallway, Nils, before I run back. I may end up just trying to dash back across the.
you think the trap will go off again?
It might, but
It's Nils' dungeon. Of course it will.
yeah, I'm gonna
Like,
check
it wouldn't
this.
go off in
What
any of
is it?
our
Okay.
anyone else's dungeon.
What is it about these super tight, twisty corridors and rooms, Nils? What is up with that?
It's pretty
That's how-
awesome. It's like doesn't go anywhere I ever expect it to.
Well, they're underneath the tent.
Run away! Run away!
You went up there by yourself.
I know. Now I'm running. I just saw the pentagram drawn in blood. Now I'm running.
Well, I guess we're about to find out if that trap works.
Yeah. Get the money! Get the money! I knew we should have gone back to town. This was a bad idea.
This is like when Han Solo comes running back after
Yeah.
running all the
Exactly.
stormtroopers.
Start the plane!
Okay. So, where exactly are you running to, Aaron?
Well,
I'm gonna run back to my friends. And
Okay.
I think we're gonna go run and grab the money and then run back to town.
What? No, we're not. We're here to clean the place out.
Oh well, that's Robert's idea. C5.
So one dart barely misses you as you run back through the room.
So let's let them come to us, and
yeah,
maybe the darts will. Yeah, sure.
whittle them down a little bit. Now that we know that we've turned on the safety precautions of this corridor for us.
So you wait for a few minutes, and nothing seems to be happening.
Of course not.
No, they're chanting and doing some ritual. We need to go in there and kill them, but we can enter at least 2 by 2. That's the good news.
Well, let's see if we can really fix this.
Yeah, let's try one more time. Otherwise, I'm going to move across there with my shield between me and that wall.
Yeah, I think I'll be hiding on the other side of your shield.
So,
Not a bad idea.
So did through our observations we learn anything about the way these darts come out and a possible way to avoid them if we can't shut them off?
There are a number. You can tell that there are a number of holes all throughout the wall over there. So it would
Okay.
be. So you really can't tell which hole they're going to come out of.
Okay.
But your idea of like having one armored person on the outside and an unarmored person on the inside would mean that only the armored person would be attacked.
I'm liking that idea.
I'll take one for the wizard.
Well, I'm AC2. I mean, Siverton's AC2. Is anybody
Yeah.
better than AC2? He's got plate
Three.
and a shield.
Oh, no, I'm AC2.
Okay. So why
I'm
don't the
bleeding,
two of
but I'm not
us?
dead.
Yeah, I'm AC 8, so I'm.
Why don't the two of us shepherd across? Well, do you even want to go over there, Armando?
I don't know. Am I going to be any use if those are
Do you have any
undead?
spells? Do you have any
I got
spells?
one spell left, right? Because I have 2 spells at level 2, I think.
That sounds right. But
I'll go check while we got. I'm pretty sure I've got at least one more.
Aaron, how does your healing work?
I used it
Not
all.
well.
Okay. I didn't know if it was
Sorry.
one of those you can do a lot or not.
Yeah,
No worries.
I had 2 slots and
Yeah,
I
you
used
got-
it to heal myself.
2.
You got 2.
So I got 1 left. So I can cast anything from my repertoire one more time.
I don't think sleep's going to work.
Yeah, the only thing I got left is protection from evil or shield or magic missile. I got lots of other spells, but those are the ones that seem most useful. Let's see, charm person, that's not going to help. Detect magic, hold portal, light. Yeah, I think we found that. Magic missile, protection from evil, read magic, read languages, shield, and sleep.
Shield might be helpful.
Yeah, it's only one person, me,
Well,
not DCC version.
Well, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way.
I think so.
They're not going to come to us.
So if you guys want me there, I'll join you.
Kill their boss. Maybe they've been deactivated.
Maybe you could watch this corridor and make sure nothing sneaks up on us while we're.
we may have to add a house rule that wizards can at least use their staves for God's sake.
Are
I
those
could use my staff, but it doesn't.
undead?
That's what I was thinking. They look pretty.
Yeah, what did I see in that room, Nils,
Yeah,
before I
so-
ran away in a panic?
from what you can remember,
Uh-huh.
see here. So the whole wall, all the walls seem to be spattered in blood, and there's a pinnacle in the center of the floor.
Yeah, it's awful.
There's you saw 4 skeletons and a demonic statue at the end of the wall.
Mhm.
So at least you get a chance to turn something.
Oh man, I wish I still had. If I still had a spell, I have a purify spell, which could be helpful for this.
Can you only
I've
turn
still got 2 sprays. I still have 2 sprays of holy water.
Save it. The 4 skeletons isn't too bad, unless
Yeah,
it's a really gnarly
Can
skeleton.
you still turn, or do you only get that once a
You
day?
can turn.
I think I can turn. I think it's like that's a clerical ability. It's
Yeah.
not a spell.
Yeah,
slot.
you can turn that as many times.
Okay.
Yeah, and skellies aren't, unless these are weird skellies, they shouldn't be too bad.
Let's go in. Itching to do battle.
Okay, so Siverton and Charb are going to make a wall of armor as the other party members come across. Brian, or Armando, do you want to come or do you want to watch the hall?
Up to you guys. If you guys want me there, I'll be there. If not,
Oh,
I
up
will
to you.
watch the hall.
It's up to you.
Do we want to try and take out this trap one more time first?
All right, I'll try
We
one more
have that
time.
option.
I mean, Robert said,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it must have been a different trap.
Defective quill.
Can I make another check, Nils?
Yeah, make another check.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's absolutely safe.
Yeah,
I
and
see
nobody
what
believes
5% of it.
Nobody believes you either, because that's what you said last.
Did he have some kind of an epiphany that was obvious while he was doing that?
Yeah. Of course, when he as he ran through, he was able to see kind of how the darts worked and got an idea of how. Of course, I don't know what. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You got lucky.
Yeah, well, it was each of those switches related to one of the dart portals on that far eastern.
And you forgot that it was Thursday.
Yeah, and I just needed to flip the binary switch from,
Right.
Fucking flux capacitors.
close the jumpers and all that stuff.
Well, we needed some plated latinum. That's what we needed.
Do you guys remember programming your motherboards with like dip switches and all that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
No.
so fun.
I never did that.
I know. I know you never did that, Peter.
I was
Cap
so
did it
pissed,
for you.
I was so pissed off because I was trying to flip a a hard drive over to Slave the other
Mhm,
day.
mhm.
I couldn't figure out how to do it, and apparently you can't do it anymore.
Right. They're smart now.
Yeah, all those hair drives have been emancipated. So okay,
Aside from a dart flinging mechanism, is there anything else in that room?
no, they made sure to clear it out for field of fire. Okay, so you
I'm advancing forward.
okay?
I'm advancing forward, and if Brian's coming with me, I'll block him with my shield just in
I
case.
think I'll hang back unless you guys say you need me.
Okay.
Yeah, don't stay in the main hall. Just stay right.
Yeah, I'm gonna move like up
Let's
here.
try and get as many people on one line as we can so that there's no 2-on-1s going on unless we want it that way.
I agree.
Are they moving?
Once you walk in that far, yes, they will.
Okay. So, yeah.
So let's roll for initiative. Mike, it's your turn to roll for initiative this turn.
That was a
Bottles
luck
out.
roll, right?
Oh, maybe a little lower. Nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
bottles out.
What did you say?
I said the bottle's out.
Oh, the bottles. Okay. Okay. So yes, the skeletons shamble forward.
That's not good.
And one of these flabby demons, the statue turns into one of the flabby demons, and
Of course.
Damn flabby demons!
you notice that two of the skeletons, in particular the ones on Silverton and Bumbles, have very large swords. So,
I thought you were just going to say they were actually demons with skeletons hanging off of them.
Don't give him
Well,
ideas, Mike.
Yeah, that's next
wearing
session.
skeleton skin. Okay. So
Brian's writing this down to screw Stanley over with later, so it's all good.
right. This is the test bed. Okay. So we got. Come on. There we go.
Oh, fuck. Nice.
Who's that again?
That was Charb.
Oh,
It says skeleton rattles towards
But
Char.
it only does 1 point.
Thankfully, there's no crits in this
so
game.
now against Silverton.
mhm.
Oh my goodness!
Ow. 7 points.
Ow!
How did I get
You have the
seven?
dice set with sound effects as well as explosions.
Yes, he does.
Nicely
Actually,
done.
hold on. I'm sorry. That should be 6. I'm not somehow. It's supposed to be a +1, not a +2. Actually, no. I have the sound effects loaded, and because of how the dice macros work, I have to pick a target so that the target's name goes into the dice box. And in that second, while it's waiting for me to pick a target, I start the sound, and then pick the target. So
Gotcha.
if you want to pay $100 a year for this, you can write macros to include sounds into it. But I'm not doing that. So
Can you? Because I picked up the first level of membership.
yeah,
Yeah.
apparently that's not enough.
Okay.
Well, you don't get the full API.
Right. Okay, so this is against Bumbles. So I'm going to skip the sounds. Wow,
Oh my goodness!
skeletons are awesome. Again, Bumbles, that's only a 7.
Ow! Ow! Yeah, I think Armando's thinking about heading back and picking up that loose gold. Heading back to town. He was ow!
Yeah,
Ow!
Robert's like that doesn't sound good up there.
Doesn't sound good at all.
Maybe we should load up just in case the guys, decide it's time to leave.
I'm down to 4.
Me too.
Ooh, we're hurting.
I think it may be time to,
Run.
unless you guys can do some major damage this round.
Well, let's. Siverton's going to try to turn these skeletons.
Go ahead.
2d6? 2d10, sorry.
17.
yes.
That was a good roll.
I'm trying to find it.
If I can find the rules. I got too many windows open.
So when you turn, what do they do? Just go away?
Page 35. It says, so yeah, you needed a 4 to turn
Okay.
them. You almost could, let's see, automatically turn them. So 2d6 are turned and will depart. So roll 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Does it work on demons as well as undead?
No.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
actually,
So, and then
demon is the highest level. He could actually turn demon if he was higher level.
No.
I'm happy to
Um,
turn these skeletons because there's like 4 of them. So
I'm happy to let you.
so roll 3d6 for number of rounds are going to disappear, run away. Okay. So because you guys basically have them blocked, they're all going to kind of like come back here and huddle in the corner because they're trying to get away from you, but they don't have anywhere to go otherwise. So
that's
then
6 turns or 6 rounds?
6 rounds.
6 rounds.
Not 6 total. Yeah. So basically,
Get 6 fights.
right.
To
So
do something.
Charb and Bumbles, you're up. Silverton's done his work.
Try to take the brunt of his attack.
Okay.
And I'm using the magic sword for what it's worth.
Yeah, not a lot apparently.
Not a lot there.
No. Bumbles.
I like that Peter fixed his hit bar.
Yeah.
Nice, Peter.
What did I do?
I don't know, but your hit bar suddenly grew.
I missed. What the hell? What is that?
That's your hit point bar. Somehow you did something to your character sheet where your hit points are like, I don't know what, but let's see here. I don't know what you did.
I have no idea what I did.
He has it inverted it in bar 3.
Oh, right,
So
right, okay.
19/4 it should be 4/19.
Right, okay. Anyway, so yes, that
better? Yay, I got it right.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm retarded.
How?
Yeah.
7. Sorry, just checking.
I mean, I guess I could run up there and try and put him to sleep and we could all run away.
5.
Or you could magic missile him.
It's only either a D6 or a D4.
Ooh, but you did put these guys to sleep in the other room, so I say try
Yeah.
sleeping them.
I could go up there and try and sleep him.
Do
Come
it.
on.
Save our asses.
What's going on here? Seriously? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, Peter, you that
Oh, I
missed.
missed.
Yeah.
A 9. That's a miss.
So he's going to attack Charb.
Oh, I needed a 14 against the big demon, but I can't believe a 9 would hit these
Is
guys.
it still is our turn still, Nils?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. If
How many squares can I move?
All of them.
I think 6. Let's see here.
6 would be about there. He senses a disturbance in the force.
4. It says 4 squares. Let's see.
If I just do running for an action, I'm not doing anything else.
Sorry, let me check. I'm checking the rules.
That's okay. I think it's 4 on my character sheet, but I wasn't sure if there's like, if you do like a double move, if that's all you do in terms of what actions are available, or if it's just one move.
Oh, come on. Annoying. There we go. Trying to figure out what a square is.
5 feet.
Yeah,
Four-sided parallelogram where all sides are equal and all
okay.
angles are equal.
6, 20 feet.
Hey, Nils, I'm sorry. I know you're working on something. Let me
That's
know
fine.
when you got a minute.
Oh, I see. Here we go. Yeah, 4 squares.
Okay,
Yeah, so 4 squares. So you can double that to 8 squares. Sorry.
Okay, so that's 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I can see my friends
Right.
go.
Dying.
Oh, I've seen this before. I know this
Okay.
episode.
So just real quickly, Nils, on the cleric turning table, table 27, I threw a 17, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that means I should destroy undead up to challenge level 7, up to like a mummy.
Let's see.
Well, nice. Then he doesn't have to have him huddling in the corner.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Well, the way I'm reading it is if you have a D in the so you'd have to be 6th level to have a D.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading it the wrong way. I threw a 17.
Right.
I
So
mean,
the
level
cleric-
3
turn
cleric.
up to a mummy.
So I got just a number. What is that?
So that basically
Just
you
a
could.
number.
That means you would turn up to a white, but
Mhm.
not a wraith.
No, I got you. I
Yeah,
was
okay.
reading it like it was a 17th level cleric. Silverton can dream, It's just,
Yeah, sure.
that's how he thinks it should work. I mean, he's
Mhm.
a true believer and all.
That's how it will work one day.
Hmm.
Right. So okay. So Robert, are you going to do anything while you're out there?
He's guarding.
Okay. So that's the
Can
end
I
of the
see
turn.
any further down that hallway?
Robert, you have the same problem with your hit point bar that Peter did.
Do I? Robert does? I
Yeah,
didn't do
go to
anything
your-
to my hit point.
I was doing it too. Go to your character sheet and the number on the left that's current and the number on the right that's
It's a fraction, of course.
Mhm.
so as you go to your character sheet and reduce your hit points, it makes the bar smaller.
Mhm. Okay. Seen it. See.
Yeah, it's hit points of 19. I would like more hit points, please.
It's like buying a vowel.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, you just see more hallway with a probably a door off to the left to the north.
I'm not going to explore. I just want to be able to keep
Sure.
an eye with my
Okay.
bow.
There's some dagger thrown to be done up here.
Yeah,
I'll be right there.
you don't want to go in that door anyway. It doesn't look good. I think there's blood on the floor.
So the guy is going to turn and attack. Let me queue up my next. Here we go. All right. Garb.
What?
Holy what? How many?
Oh yeah,
These
these things are awful.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even see the dice.
Nils worked as macro. Remember the last session where it dice.
Right. So
Nice macro, man.
yeah.
Oh,
So,
the dice are up on the table.
Oh, they're not.
Gotcha.
That's weird.
You have to turn on the show the 3D dice.
Have you done that before? Is it?
Yeah, it's on. My dice are showing up.
That's weird.
I'm
Okay.
seeing Nils's die.
I saw Nelson's dice.
Okay.
All the
So,
evil
I don't want to see
Um,
Nils's dice.
I also see the description. The bloated corpse lunges at Charb.
Yeah,
So
I see
my-
all that.
What is your armor class?
3.
1, 3. Okay. So
I think you got one.
yeah, the claw and the bite both hit, so you take 3 points of damage.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn.
Do you want me to try and sleep him? Or do y'all just want to keep stabbing at him?
No, you do what you need to do.
Let's see if we can
I don't
kill
think
him
that
so you
did
can
anything.
save your spell.
I hit him.
Mhm.
No, you didn't hit him.
12.
No.
And I'm using the sword that we pulled from Lou.
Oh, I'm sorry. 12. Yes. Yes. Okay, you did hit him. Yeah.
Okay.
You take him down without a problem. He's an ex lobby guy.
Oh,
An
wow.
ex-servant of chaos.
Yeah.
Former blobby guy. Now he's a
I
blobby
will.
corpse.
Hang on to my spell.
Okay, now can we go back to town?
There's some blood splatters on the floor up here. I wanted to-
Yeah,
All
that's
the
my
more
blood.
reason to go back to town.
Yeah, Armando will move back. It's like, depending which way we're going here.
I'm going to wrap my wounds up.
Do we get any bonus for anything like that?
Like what? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Like immediate first aid after a fight, back or something?
No,
Okay.
there's nothing
Just
like
I
that.
didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Was there
Oh,
anything of any treasure or anything of
Yeah.
interest in that
Oh.
room?
Good question. Let me check
And
real
we
quick.
mess up the damn symbols on the floor before we leave.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah,
yes. So yeah, there's a pair of very unusual looking dice in the center of the pentagram.
Dice.
Nice.
Dice, yeah.
Dice.
They're
Great.
20s. We're leaving them.
Yeah. What are they?
They're D6s. They haven't invented role playing yet in this world.
No, but they were probably made of sheep's knuckles.
No, they could be playing Traveler.
No, these are made of some sort of gem-like stone, but it's a really weird color. It's almost like you can't quite tell what the color is. It kind of keeps shifting,
And
or
these are in the middle of the
These are
pentagram.
awesome. These are
Yeah.
definitely for Robert, I think.
Yeah.
Is he the chaotic one?
He's the chaotic one.
Oh yeah, I'll hang on to them. Sure.
Okay.
They're dice of usury.
along with the demon headed.
Mhm.
Okay, so
I'll get along.
logistically, we can. I mean, unless there's anything specifically you want to do in the village while you're back there, we can just kind of reset, have everyone max out their hit points, and can keep on going from where we are.
Works for
Okay.
me.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
That
okay.
way,
So we
And the treasure's back in the village then.
yeah, you've taken all the treasure back and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Oh, I love it when a plan comes together.
What was it Alan used to say? Tactical pause.
That's right.
right. Do we get our spell slots?
Mhm.
back?
Yes, yeah. You guys have done whatever kind of healing necessary you need. It's been a couple of days, all that kind of stuff.
Does anybody want this longsword or detect it as magic?
Yeah, I'm using it.
Oh, yeah. When we're back in town, I definitely
Yeah.
use my last spell to cast detect magic on it.
Yeah, it is magic.
Yeah, and you need a magic blade, don't you?
He needs a
Yeah,
magic
well,
blade.
And that's Charb that's going to take the
Yeah.
longsword, right? Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. The blobby guy that you killed, you basically just split him from head to foot so soundly that you really couldn't tell how beneficial it was. It just like he just kind of like
Well, yeah, I kind of figured that.
splattered him everywhere. So
That's because you
Um,
rolled max damage on that,
yeah.
right, Mike?
Mhm. He nuked
okay.
him pretty good.
So you're basically have reset. You've gone through the other previous rooms. There's nothing new that's there.
Robert hasn't reset.
Oh.
Fix that.
Sorry, I hate to see
I'm sorry. The one thing that was in this room besides the dice were the skeletons that were still huddling in the
Oh.
corner.
We
No, they're not.
smashed-
We're
we
crushing
smashed
them
Yeah,
to
let's smash them up while they're just turning.
Got it. Okay. Just making sure. Just want to make sure they weren't going to be wandering around last time.
Hey, I can just see us walking out. Yeah, hey guys.
Whoa! What about the skeletons? Oh crap! Forgot about them.
The buffalo.
You can see the skeletons in the corner after we've left.
Yeah,
Did they really
yeah.
just leave us here? Shut up. Just wait a while longer. Make sure they've left.
Hey, Peter and Mike, Peter, did you write down the unrusted sword on your character sheet? And Mike, did you write down the brooch for Hasha?
No, but I will.
Okay.
Let me double check. I think I did put the fingers. Yes. I wrote on fingers character sword / magic.
Okay.
I'll write unrusted, so that'll remind us where we go.
Mm-hmm.
The dwarven sword.
That's the cursed one. Yeah.
Any
Well,
descriptive characteristics for the longsword that Charb's now carrying?
No, just that it's a,
Kinda
it's a
awesome.
yeah, it detects the magic and it's a nicely well made sword.
Okay.
Where
so
did we find it?
In this,
it was-
Pentagram room.
no,
boss
the other
room.
one. Boss
Oh,
room.
the boss room. That's right. It was,
Yeah.
yeah. What was his name? Arjubal?
Archibald, yeah, that's
Bell.
Well, I
Archibald,
think
yeah.
Mike has a better name.
Arumville. It's right there in our handouts.
I like Mike's name for him better.
What?
Archibald.
Archibald.
No, ash hole.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that was good. That was classic, Mike.
Okay, so
Got a new
you
name
come
for
back.
us.
Hey, this looks familiar. Fourth time's a charm, or maybe fourth time's a charm. So you're able to from there see 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're able to see.
Oh no!
There's a couple of corridors coming off of here, and as you come up and look, you see that there's some brown staining on the floor in here.
somebody lose it back here?
Oh,
Well, that's
Ew,
got
that's
crap
bad.
all over it.
it's an abattoir.
Gonna suggest that looks like a really bad place to go.
How about this other door? What do we see there?
Mm-hmm.
Less
that corridor.
blood, that's for sure.
Sorry, kind of.
No, go ahead.
messing
wanna-
with my-
We're trying to
You're messing with me.
ascertain our options.
Trying to
here.
reconnoiter.
So you see something in there. There's some like rags and
Yeah, that was a coffin in one of the other rooms.
no, it wasn't.
There was a coffin was in the other rooms, right? There were coffins.
Well, it wasn't a coffin, but some shitty stuff came out of it. Over here, some of the chuds were.
Chuds.
These actually are underground.
You see something in there, you pull back quick.
So where else is Charb seeing? He's
Sorry.
got the other passages around him.
I'm sorry, what?
Charb's got some other stuff around him that we
I
haven't
took
seen
I
yet.
took a south line of sight.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry.
Plus
Bumbles
what's-
was watching the
You're
blood.
east.
Nothing comes running out.
Armando's wondering if we left any gems or any coins behind in that statue.
It just gets better and better.
I don't think you and I had the same.
Oh, look at that.
definition.
Look at
So, Robert, are you stepping or at least peeking into that room?
Mhm.
Okay. It will be your doom.
You have the
wow.
worst luck.
Why is the thief? Oh my god.
Hey, Armando, you might want to step out of the way.
Yeah, I didn't think I was right there. I think I'm
We're going back to town. We're going back to town.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's looking a lot better.
Let Robert come out and they'll follow him.
What are these guys? Well, we'll find out soon enough.
I think these are more of the mole people or the cannibals.
The
Do
cannabis.
we need a
Well, you were kind of like sneaking, peeking around the corner kind of thing, right?
Yes.
He was very
Right.
stealthily.
Right.
He
So,
walks in with his hands in his pockets, whistling.
so at this point, you can very sneakily back out if you're wanting to, or you can shout, "Hey guys, look what I found!"
Can I shoot my bow and then run back to the southern portion of the room?
Yes, well, I'll let you do that.
Okay. I'll do that. Here's
So you'll
my-
draw them with you. Okay, excellent.
Yeah, just make a nice little choke point.
I missed.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. You got their attention, I'm sure.
Change your dice color. That always helps.
Okay. So you guys, while they start coming up, you guys quickly set up some sort of.
Not like where Robert's now hiding.
Yeah.
That should be like this, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Armando's just close enough to drop asleep.
Hold on. I don't mean to be there. I mean to be here.
Mhm.
No, you're fine because I can attack across the diagonal, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
We just don't want him spilling out.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
You were
can move
fine.
up-
You were
can
fine
move up
right here.
You can move up one square to the north, Pete. Here.
Okay. So I'm not blocking
Because
anything.
we can fight diagonally, is what Mike is
As
saying.
long as, yeah.
Very good. So we got 3 on 1 here.
Okay, so now let's roll initiative. Aaron, it's your turn. And beat a 14. Nope. Okay. Oh, here we go. I get everything lined up here.
Did we surprise them?
Yeah, with an arrow shot. Yeah, that I think that would.
No.
What are these creatures,
bets.
Mills?
Yeah, these are the degenerate humanoids.
Okay. That's
Jesus.
a lot of dice.
Damn it.
Bumbles, what's your armor class?
2.
2. The 20 will hit for 3 points.
Hold on a second.
So do they all have their own little individual writing desks?
Yes,
Those are beds.
This is like
This is the scriptorium. This is where the monks were copying their scrolls.
Is this like Saint Trinians for cannibals?
That's it. All they write though is la 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 la.
All right. Somebody go.
Okay, well, I don't have the macro, so I just have to go blah. Yeah. Sound effects didn't help me.
No, not this time.
Well, that didn't help me. 7 with whatever bonus I get for the sword, if any.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys are going to be needing 11 or 12, depending on your level.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to let the cat out.
There's
did
11, 12.
Okay. So you smack him with your mace, and
Oh shoot!
Frick.
I goofed this up.
what?
I'm -1 to hit with my strength modifier, so my +1 mace is a net.
Oh, okay, that's fine. All right. Well, I'll just.
So 3 points of damage.
Okay. So yeah, you break his arm and quite certainly do some damage to him, but
Okay.
don't take him down yet.
I gotta see if strength affects damage rolls too?
Is that little graphic that you've got there, Aaron? Is that from the character sheet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like in the weapon section, you can put a text string in that first field, and that's what goes in the bottom, and then gives you your 2 hit, which can be programmatic. Like I have it as 1d20 +1 -1 now, and then same for the damage.
So
Oh,
Aaron,
but it doesn't figure out your damage strength bonuses, does it?
It doesn't, but I should have carried it into the algorithm for the 2 hit roll. Yeah.
what's your strength, Aaron?
9.
So it's +0 +0.
Oh, it's not a -1.
No, 8 is actually it's for strength to hit. It's a 6.
Who got hit by a degenerate?
I'm sorry, for some reason the macro's not working. That is Seritin, because he was the one that broke the guy's arm. So Seritin takes 3 points.
All right.
So you really are still +1.
Okay, thanks.
And I modified the hits to that.
Siverton takes 4 points.
3 points.
3 points.
3 points, yes. Okay, you guys are up. Oh, that's a hit. And yes, he will. Where Bumbles will stab him through with a. What do you have now? Do you still? You still have your spear. Right. So you stab him with the spear and just like skewer him, and he falls down dead.
Next.
Hold just a second.
play around with stuff.
Mhm.
There is a direct flight from San Francisco to Orlando.
I like how we sort of decided not to go into the blood spattered room right away.
Yeah, that was scary.
That was smart.
It's like we're going to have to do it, but let's not do it right away.
Bingo.
Leave that
Why
one
do
for
that
last.
right away? Exactly.
Another great idea from the people who brought you beer milkshakes.
You have milkshakes?
No, beer milkshake. It's from Red Dwarf. With confidence and paranoia.
Also from Cannery Row.
Beer milkshakes, really?
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah. You have a beer shake. That's something she says to Doc, and he ends up having the person at the diner make him one. And he almost throws up.
Okay,
I can
I'm back.
believe it.
Okay. So you killed him. He steps forward.
So does that mean the next one steps forward? Does that mean I get to take a swing at him?
No, yeah, it's kind of like stepping forward would take up the rest of the space that would have been your action.
You can swing first this time.
Okay.
So are we doing a new turn?
Yes, new turn. And this new one will attack Silverton.
They don't like clerics.
I don't like clerics. Well, they know who to go up against.
And
18 might hit.
yes, it does. Yeah, so 2 points to Silverton.
I'm going to try turning them.
Okay.
That's not very good.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have any effect.
Okay. Get them, you guys.
Uh, 14.
Yep.
Yep, that'll hit. He goes down.
Damage. Okay.
And yeah, this you're seeing that basically this is what you have as a +1 sword.
Yay.
Is that +1 hit, +1 damage?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. And hold on, let's see here.
Is that a yes to +1 hit and +1 damage?
Yes.
Thank you.
Brian, I turned your wizard so he can keep an eye on the blood-filled room.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I have that cat
Luckily-
meowing at me again. So,
Luckily,
what is this guy over here?
I think he just came out of the blood-filled room.
Oh, man!
Robert, did you order room service?
Oh, they've got a hallway.
Fuckers.
No,
This
it's,
has happened to us before.
it looks like there's a wall over here. I think there's a secret door,
Yes.
That's where they're
Yeah,
coming
but they're coming from somewhere else.
from. Yeah, because now there's only 2 in the hallway.
You might want to try that sleep spell.
I'm thinking this might be the time. Maybe light that puppy off.
Since you got 2 spells.
I got 2. I surely ain't gonna use my staff on each of these guys.
Oh,
Got an AC of 8 if you're going against me.
Yeah. 8. Okay. Well, you're fine from the degenerate, and these are these darker guys are the mole men that you've seen.
ah.
All right, so you want me to burn off sleep? Just shut these.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Because each of them gets 2 claws.
Yeah, they completely missed you. So yeah, you can luckily try your spell, or I guess yeah.
No, it's
again,
automatic.
It
By
is.
the power
That's
of Agamemnon, go to sleep, you bastards.
Only dream.
right. That is so annoying as a
The
GM.
answer goes, lullaby and good night.
Exactly. Start bringing an opera. I'll put
Well,
anyone to
other than
sleep.
that, he can't do much. So what the hell?
Yeah,
Might as well
One
be like
thing.
that.
So
One thing.
roll
So,
your. Actually,
It's,
hold on a second. Don't roll anything yet. I need to check.
yeah, it's if they're under 1, it's 4d4. If it's 1 to 2, it's 2d6.
Right. So
Just tell me what dice to roll.
let me think here.
You think. I will get my dice roller thing ready to go.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll do half and half, which is. Oh, okay, that makes it easy. Roll 2d6.
2d6.
Roll 2 6s is what that means.
How's that?
7 total.
Yep.
So yeah, they all go to sleep.
Shoom.
We very quietly slit their throats.
Oh, yes, he does.
And Aaron, what was that for?
Oh, it's just it's for nothing.
Okay.
You're checking for trap doors. Good doors.
Okay. So yeah, now you've got a bunch of Molman and Chuds sleeping around you, snoring away
I
happily.
said we quietly slit their throats.
Okay. They're all dead. So you go into that first room. And so, yeah, there's a padlocked chest there that Bumbles is standing in front of. And these are not new guys. I'm just, oops, sorry. I'm just moving the dead ones around. So there's
I like you're
padlocked chest.
dumping them all on top of me.
Yeah, there you go. Oops, no, I didn't want to do that either.
I'll move out of the way. There, you can go.
Padlocked chests in the room next to Bumbles.
Okay.
And just there's 5 cots in there that they were obviously sleeping on.
I think Rivera might want to try to unlock it. Otherwise, we can smash it open.
Maybe Charb can just smash it open, or is that no? Bumbles is up there. Bumbles
smash
can
it open.
Smash it open.
All right.
So you smash it open, and okay, so
It's a mimic.
There's a necklace of human bones.
Who's writing this down?
I'll write it down.
Ooh, in the Google Doc, because you're efficient.
He is.
There's a necklace of gold beads. There's a short sword. 3 bottles of some sort of liquid.
Aftershave.
61 gold pieces. 232 silver pieces.
Wow. They were
And
loaded.
a very intricately carved wooden fan.
Like a
Armando will look
ladies'
at the
fan,
fan.
like a
Like a.
Armando will check out the fan. See
It
if there's
looks
any
very
kind of
good.
writing on it.
Just abstract decoration.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed the coin that was present in the chest.
61 gold,
Mm-hmm.
232 silver.
Okay.
These chuds were loaded.
They were loaded.
How are we doing for time, guys? I know it's coming on 5.
I'm good.
We're almost done. So
All right.
that's kind of why I rushed us through going back to the village.
Okay.
So you see that there's what I accidentally exposed here was there's a kind of like a panel in a hidden panel that was opened in the wall here.
Mm-hmm.
That leads into another area.
A secret door that was ajar.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
So you're going to continue through.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of assuming it was a hallway going to the other room,
Mm-hmm.
since I saw them running that way. Uh-oh. It's a Gorgon.
No, not a full Gorgon, just a Demigorgon.
Yeah.
So this room as you get close to it, stinks really, really bad, like the
Of
like
Molman.
like of Molman, yeah, that Molman musk. And there was a bunch of piles of rags where you guess that they were probably their nests. And there's another chest in here.
Let's burn those rags.
Posters of Sidney Crawford on the wall.
Yes. Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah. Well, I'm checking
Sidney
the.
Crawford. Remember the King of the Mole Man?
No,
Came to New York to capture Sidney Crawford
no, I don't remember that.
while the Tick was doing laundry.
Oh, okay, vaguely. So yeah, there's another padlock chest in here.
No, there's a broken open chest.
You're getting really good at this, Bumbles. Are you sure you're not a thief?
I've been practicing. Finger showed me a couple of tricks.
Here, hold my dagger.
So there's now some filthy clothing that's actually now very wet, and there's some broken glass inside mixed in with the clothing.
It got
And then
smashed when you smashed open the chest. Is that what happened?
Yep.
That seems to be the case.
So
And
scratch one
there's a
potion.
bag of 50 gold pieces.
What kind of wet clothing are we looking at there?
Like filthy. Actually, I actually mixed the chests up between this room. So this is these would have been the cannibals' clothing,
Okay.
allegedly, but
Alleged cannibals.
yeah,
They took it away from them.
yeah.
You can't be trusted. This is why we can't have nice steaks.
So you continue down that other entrance to the side.
I'm suicidal.
No, you're not alone.
Back him up from the other way.
Yeah.
And you come into another room. There's another chest down here on the far end. And here, in this allegedly blood-strewn room, there's nothing in there except for the dried, powdery brown substance along the floor.
Blood trail.
Well, this must be the sitting room. That's the parlor.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to back up Robert in case it's a mimic.
Yeah,
I'm not going to smash this one, though. Sorry, guys.
Robert's going to try opening the chest.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
We
I
learned
think
our
I
lesson.
smashed a healing potion.
We learned our lesson
At
about.
least it wasn't a potion of fireball.
That would be bad.
Did you need me to test or
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a normal delicate task, anything.
Task stuff.
So yeah, so you look at the chest. It is locked, and as you are, you'll need to roll to unlock it. Oh, almost. Too bad you don't have luck to burn. So as you pick up the, as you open the, here we go. As you open the chest.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is it Star
It's
Trek?
Santa.
So you hear off in the distance. There's these, as you open the chest, there are these bells that ring.
You set off the alarm.
Nice.
And
Okay. Well, somebody knows we're here.
inside the chest is a couple of hundred copper pieces.
Wow.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That smacks of a trap.
100
Unless-
copper pieces?
Hmm.
A couple of hundred copper pieces.
We just leave them.
What's under them?
A
They're
couple
around.
of more hundred copper pieces.
Okay.
So I'm guessing this is what they paid the humanoids from.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's the money box as far as they knew.
All right. So shall we go east or south?
Oh. Well, looks like, well, I mean,
I think east.
I'm tired of making assumptions.
I'm thinking south might take us back to the altar.
That's kind of what I was thinking, because we kept missing something in the altar room.
Let's just clean it to clear it out, make sure we know, because if we need a quicker exit, that
Sure.
might be a faster exit.
Smart move.
Send Robert down. He likes to run around by himself.
So Aaron, roll a d6.
D6? Okay.
Yep.
No, we're all going together because we are not a foolish party.
Okay. Yeah. So this time you're able to notice appropriately the secret door that goes back into the small secret temple area.
Oh, down here in the south.
Yeah. Yep. So then you come into this room. The oops.
So now we have a faster exit.
Or faster way for people to come in behind you.
I don't like that. That's not a good thing.
It's a bowling alley.
There you go.
That's what those big blue balls were for.
Exactly.
So this is a very large chamber. That's the walls are not the normal finished stone that you've seen before. These have actually been plastered over, and it's painted with murals, circling the whole room. Just to the left, as you walk in, there's the hill that the temple is on that you can tell, and you can see the temple in a much better repairs at the top of the hill. But the temple itself is kind of like shining and glowing, not like visual. I mean, that's not like it's not emanating light. It's just been painted to look like it's glowing. And then not far down the hill, you see the metal door that went into the kitchen area and the servants' corridor. You don't see anything of the tunnels that you're in now, but so you see basically a depiction of the temple, and then you move around the room. You see the various religious ceremonies of law. Silverton's able to recognize some of the symbolism and some of the vestments that they're wearing.
Yes, clearly. Look at the symbolism right here. It's very spiritual.
Yes, yeah. And then you see, and in the next mural, you see 3 knights, Phoenix, whatever and whatever. I can't remember the other ones now. Bell, Book, and Candle. And they're carrying a large green jar into the building. And then there's actually, as you come around to the other side of the room, there's actually basically an empty spot where it's been plastered, but there's nothing been painted all over it. So it's kind of like there's a space left open there.
So this is their history.
Yeah, pretty much. Except that you notice that in that space where it's blank, it's been marked with dark stains that look kind of bloody, and that's basically it. So.
Does it look like something seeping through from behind the plaster, or is it just like something splattered onto
So something splattered onto it, and then like there's claw marks on it and that kind of thing.
Oh my!
Thank you, George Sakai. So that's all that's in this room. There's no other, nothing else of note other than just the variety of murals that are in here.
Well, are we missing anything here, guys? I think the only area that does look like it might contain more is that bit at the bottom of the second stairway. But we've searched there pretty thoroughly and weren't able to find anything.
Yeah, I don't see.
There's no indication on the mural that there's an existing part of the outside temple in that big black area, is there?
No.
So what are we missing?
Well, it feels like, or maybe we've taken care of all the business.
It could be.
So as you're standing there, the temple guardian ghost guy appears before you.
Okay.
And he before he looked very kind of tattered and worn, and now he's looking his vestments. His vestments are reconstituted. They're looking. He's looking like almost like a normal person. He's not like haggard or ghostly. He's like much more corporeal and much more almost looking, like I said, looking like a normal person. He appears before you and says, "Thank you for cleansing the temple. Aramvel has been a scourge here for thousands of years, but he was not the true culprit. He was only an acolyte that became too curious. The demon Vuad was the one that we imprisoned, and he escaped. Aramvel's shell stayed here after with a taint that had been Vuad had wrought on him, and with Aramvel now gone, the temple can be opened again with to be a beacon of light in these dark woods and the wilderness of the dark forest."
But there's still a demon out there somewhere for us to hunt down, right?
Absolutely, it sounds like.
He's. Oh, sorry, my dog's scratching at the door. I'll be right back.
The dog just saved us.
Probably. What is that?
So the temple guardian says, "Sorry, I had to go and let my dog out." So, so he says, "You have done a great boon and a service to the forces of law. I appreciate your service and your names. And when the temple is reopened, we will replaster over this terrible last section and paint a new mural in there with you as its key figures for cleansing the temple as you have done,
and restoring the keystone."
And restoring the keystone, yes.
That's right.
And he fades away, and you feel a great lifting of the atmosphere in the whole area, and in general you feel like things are now, other than maybe a little cleaning up and tidying them up, that things are now back to a more normal state. Yes.
Hey.
The purifiers succeed again.
And we left 100 copper piece tip for the janitors when they start scrubbing the place down.
There you go.
Right. That should be our new name, instead of the cleaning crew, the purifiers.
That's true, the purifiers. I like that.
Yeah. That's classy.
Can you, Aaron, can you post the Google Doc link one more time?
Sure.
You probably also just share it out to us directly.
Oh, yeah, through an email or whatever. That's fine.
You can just hit the share button and just add our names. Oh, I know you know how to do this.
Yes, I will do that. But
okay. So what I'll do is since it's already after 5, I'll update that doc with the information from the items that have come from here, like I did with the last section, and then we can either through there split it up or and then I'll do the experience a bit later on.
Alrighty.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Much fun.
Yeah, thanks. So it's a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
I agree.
Good. I'm glad you guys liked it.
It was. Thank you for running.
Sure. Thanks for coming and making time for it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have to do this again soon.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
I'm dropping. Talk to you guys later.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Bye.